did that work? Let's find out. There we go, that worked. Is it using the same YOMO? A moment. Docs, custom browser docs. Yes. YOMO EP 9 kilograms. There we go. Okay, we got YouTube working. We're good. We're good. We're good. We's good. We's good, chat. Close out this. So we were just looking at Discord. Where's Discord gone? There it is. Mariner by Rokibe Eskiro Odroki? Hope that says something wholesome. I doubt it. Continue. Paste magic words. Let's go. That's YouTube. Huh? Conjure! It's voting time. Hello. I see Unlucky Kid over on YouTube. Took us a moment to get YouTube started. YouTube started. Hey. So let's take a closer look. We've got... Oh, two. We have two knuckle bows. They are single piece, so they're kind of coming out a little too far, in my opinion. What are they attached to? Just kind of stuck in the middle there? That's fine. I've definitely done jankier shit. It's a good use of the lion emblem. This is gonna get interrupted by these, I believe. But... that's still really cool. I think I would have put a, oh god, what piece do we have? yeah, normally, I agree. Having this one came, yeah, we're right at the very top. We just started. Having this one start the contest off was like a powerful moment. Let it be known that I love the bronze on top of the brass. Like, this texture is underutilized. This is like clay in terms of use. I would have... Were I smart enough to come up with this idea? Done that. But it ain't my piece. Let's take a look at that watch on the bottom. It is a dial of some kind. It could be a watch. That's pretty fucking sick, though. Again, we have P, Perto, that's Iwas, Eo, and Urus. Oh. No, they still wouldn't work as north, east, southwest. It would if you turn it sideways. If this is north, east, southwest. Okay, I see. It was an extremely fast build. It was like, boom, done. It's got the second cross-section. Already looked. Point's a little thin, but that's fine. We're a little thick. How thick are we? No, we're only at 5. We're 0.6 down to 0.3. Yeah, 0.6 down to point, almost down to 0.35. Yeah, that's fine. I guess all the brass has made it a little heavy for its length, but not that bad. This is workable. This is a good job. Like, this is solidly in the... This is not a grade that will get you into a treatise, but this is definitely like a piece that you're never going to worry about the grade for. It's good stuff. Good stuff indeed. Also, strong start. Holy shit, strong start. Yeah. If you could turn it sideways, yeah. Took me a moment to be like, oh, that's not an AO. They're using it like an S. We have... Oh, hold on, we're going to disable that. We have, is it a Spytran? Spietran? Or Genesis? A sword reforged from countless pieces held together by nothing but hope and faith. A symbol for a new beginning, a renewal, a revival, Regenesis. Regenesis sounds like a Mortal Kombat game. Very narrow cross-section, judge that in a bit. We do have some cool engraving going on here. And, yeah, not enough use of the Sihanor set. this reminds me to do something. You know what's a really smart thing to do when you like wake up in the morning and or afternoon, depending on when you wake up? Is to take your goddamn meds. I'm wondering, like, why am I stuttering? Why am I having issues saying words? Looks like we got cracks going on all the way up. Oop. Hold on a moment. That goes out here. We got cracks going up the gems as well, which is an interesting twist. What is on the go? Oh, because it's just the leather and how it's rendered in. Wait, are those not engravings? They almost look like sweeps. If someone used sweeps for cracks, that'll be a first. That's the end of the pictures. Let's take a look at it inside the game as I take my meds. Huh. I hope you all got a mug of tea or something. That would be smart. I don't think it would be that smart. Which is why I don't think anyone's done it. Unless they pulled it off, in which case, well shit, I guess I'm wrong. That's a big key with me judging these pieces. Hold on, need some water. Ooh, that's a big thing with me judging these pieces. I can just be fucking wrong. No, okay, they're engravings. They're just straight engravings. I think they could be done with, like, a little bit more enthusiasm, I say as the person who doesn't really fucking engrave anymore. Pushing it. That is the second cross-section. But you're pushing it. I think we're still... Oh, hold on. That's how long it takes it to load. Still pushing it. We got a taper though. Cheers for that. We'll always applaud a taper thickness. The Sihanora set doesn't see enough use. I think that's because of its lack of ability to bend. But the moment we can bend these, before you get off for the day, check what you... Yes, I will take a look. We got some cool cracks going all the way around. All the way around. Yeah, we're not in the House of Green. Which is funny, because we are if we get to my piece. This new piece. I love this new piece. This new scent stopper. That's fantastic. Honestly, it's just a decent sword. What are we looking at? 1.23 kilograms at 61 centimeters. Kind of short, kind of heavy. That's the thickness is a bit too much. Yeah, thickness is a bit too much. Which is why our balance is at... Why is our balance up so... Or why is our balance down so low? I guess the copper, I guess. Alright. The cracks in the gems? Yeah. The Foodsmith whisk. Give me a moment. Where's Discord? Yeah, hate engraving stuff. Under the wire under the second cross-section. Yeah. Liz actually had given us the words. There we go. We'll go back in here. Control C, we'll go back to Wayfinder. Forged from the shards of a renowned smith of old, Soren carries its wielder through all danger, though it demands a heavy price, one taken from its victims. Do you dare pick it? Doug, if I'm striking someone with a sword, what price am I taking from them? They're dead. Let's take a look at our photos. It looks pretty simple, pretty starter. That's fine. Nothing wrong with that. Let's see if there's anything interesting, though, because just because it's new doesn't mean it's not valuable. And honestly, I already see some stuff I didn't expect, and it looks really nice. This step down back for the point is actually... I like this. I like this way more than I thought I would. Like, it's not a false edge. It's literally the opposite of a false edge. It's the end of the fuller. But I think I actually like that a lot. Oh wait, do we have a taper? Those numbers are going down. They don't start going down until here, which leads me to believe the point starts here. But the point starts right around here. Wait for it. We got a mysterious sigil. Okay, the point doesn't go all the way down. Do we have a taper? Do we have a taper width? We have a taper width. We have a taper thickness. It just starts really late. Sick. All right. You know what? Yeah, you passed the test. You passed the test. Again, that step is really nice. It's doing its thing. Almost of a pipe back, yeah. It's not quite. Oh, it's got a second step. Yo. I think I really like that. Oven Maroth? Yeah, Maroth. Which, for those of you who haven't played story mode yet, there is no spoiler in this image. But this looks great. Honestly, just taking up more real estate on the blue feels nice. Kind of missed the, was it the deeper blue we had? We had 2 blued steels, and they got rid of 1. What do we got here? It's an interesting way to do that quillin. I mean, that wouldn't be usable, unfortunately. You just would take up space for the hands and take up a lot of, what's the word? Wait. Hey-oh! I don't know if you guys saw the spoilers I was doing. There is some shit with this, the emblem for Aaron Keep, and the Leeching Rune. Sorry, the Mysterious Sigil. This one. There's some shit. Enjoying a dragon fruit? I have a golden mango tea from Lovare, which is a Ukrainian maker, whose stuff I apparently just fucking love. What do we got? One of the new gems? Gem of Morsels. Aight. Divided Intruded Cylinder doesn't see enough love. We have the Tang Bug, unfortunately. Alright, it's fine. What do we got coming up next? That was Liz Blackstone, who forgot their words. Northern Wayfinder. Legends say that these Wayfinder were forged thousands of years ago so that travelers and adventurers could always find their way home. 4 Wayfinders for their cardinal directions. Actually, that first picture looks pretty fucking baller. That looks pretty fucking baller. They got something. Oh, they've got it gnome-teched. They've just got an inlay. Oh, hold on. Okay, yeah, it's a lot easier to spot out in the light. Is that... Something's on the go here. Is there a fuller? There is a fuller. What did you inlay with? What? No, that's polish. That's polish, okay. I'm like, why is this ejecting its light around? Why does it look foggy? Like, see the fog right here? There's no, it's just polish. Like to be on both sides? Yeah, it is just polish, but still. I don't think I've seen polish coming off onto a flat, like hexagonal cross-section, and I'm wondering if that's what's causing the fog effect. Either that or it's been there the entire time and I just haven't noticed it. Honestly, elegant build. Simple. Like, dirt simple, but tasteful, you know? Enchanted white on low polish. Obsidian, obsidian, obsidian. The lore has a lot to be desired. Do we have a second cross-section? We do not. Do we have a taper? I don't think we do. Extra Bladesong around bottom right side. Oh, no, you know what that is? So, this is the window stream here. And this is the game stream. And this is what it means if we go even further beyond. There's nothing back there. Let's get this seated. Oh, no. Get back there. Get. Yeah. This is your brain on drugs. Ayo. No, we don't have any taper. We have a single cross section, no taper, but no mysterious sigil. They do not get sent to the pit. In fact, they have their own, the Northern Wayfinder, implying there are 4 more. Honestly, I give it a pass. I give it a 51%. Oh, it also keeps the edge, which is nice. Little thick, little heavy, little lot of things. That's okay. I like it. In terms of design, in terms of silhouette, I like that one a lot. It's so weird when you could be like, a lot more people did a lot more effort in a lot of the things they did. But I like it. Oh, who's this weirdo? Who's this unlucky history enjoyer? Who could this be? 16th century Dusak Cutlass, a perfect blade for any seaman, built for close quarters, a graceful but steadfast companion across every ocean. Honestly, I'm going to trust the dimensions. Let's take a look at it. Oh, we got the step back again. We got a couple of step backs. How's our... Ooh. Fighting with the cross section. I kind of wish we could go a bit more lenticular with stuff. Without compromising the gnome. Yeah, 8%? Yeah. I mean, like, I'm not judging everybody for being a perfect sword. I say, staring down this 0.1, 0.2 millimeter tip. A little thin. Is that right, though? Because the balance is backfire. I think the balance might be backfire just because of how thick the shell is. Oh! I see what you've got done here. Oh, it's got a thumb ring! Oh, it's got a thumb ring! Do Dusaks frequently have thumb rings? Oh, hello, welcome. Yes, hello. I don't know if Dusaks usually have thumb rings. Like, I believe... I trust the person who goes to museums regularly. Yes? That's fucking sick. I need to look at more Dusaks. Because I managed to use, like, a thumb support on one side sword once, and I was like, this is fantastic. I just have better cutting power. Because when you could put your thumb in a squeezing motion in the opponent, like using your opponents and your adductor. Abductor? Yeah, your opponents and your abductor together, you have a stronger grip, even if you got a shitty opponents like I do. And so... yeah, you just, like, having this wider grip for that one digit suddenly feels better, which is why the Ethiopian hilts are so fucking good. The Europeans figured out the last second, they're like, oh, let's add another ring in here. Second Bladesong's at the top now. Hush. Hush, there should be no second Bladesong. There is no second Bladesong. There is no Bladesong in Ba Sing Se. Right-handed, of course, still... It's got a rear and forward quillen, as well as a deflector four-ring. How would that work for me? If I'm looking down this way, this is my inside, right? Yes, that's my inside. Okay, yeah, that'll deflect it out further. Netherlands Museum. Most had them. Yo. That's sick. Dusak 3. Is this... yeah, that's capable of cutting. Damn. Alright, we're gonna move on to the next one. Yo. Yes. This is why I love having a big community where we've like, oh yeah, look at all the different people. So we have Zerodol with the Constellation. I love Constellation themes. There's like the Harlequin French-Italian theater vibe. 1800s. French-Italian theater vibe. I'd drink that like, well, like tea. Speaking of tea, hold on. I've got my golden mango tea from an actually good tea company that I'm going to drink. I hope everyone has something to drink. Hydrate or dihydrate, folks. Dehydrating is always an option. That is a... like, normally when you get a tea bag, you're like, oh, that's like maybe a gram of dry tea, maybe. This thing was like, we paid for the full tea bag, we're gonna use the full tea bag. So let's take a look. We have Ursa Minor. I recognize Orion. I feel like I should recognize that. Origa? Damn. Oh, God. I don't recognize these. And I feel really bad that I don't recognize these. Recognize Ursa Minor, though. Ursa Minor, though. I can speak, I swear. Only have a few. Lipton Ice. Good use of the contrasting bronze, yes. Oh! My God, I know what this is. I know what you're doing here. Hold on a moment. Hold on a moment. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on, you silly goose. Hang on. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Make sure that's fully up and running. Oh. Images, one moment. I'm just gonna... What's the pommel like? It's similar. Huh? Come on. Windows, how dare you? Windows. I'm just saying. It's there. Yeah. It's still good, though. I mean, Studs' glitter is one of the oldest techniques we have. This is just enchanted dots. Ever since Momo's Moonwrath. And that's a theme that we just need to use more of. I actually like having this come into the tip. We do have swords that get their tips reinforced right near the very end. Unlucky, if you ever get a chance to really take a look at some of the tips for especially later cavalry swords, later cavalry sabers, some infantry sabers, and, God, what was the other one? Qatar. Qatar, weirdly, frequently have reinforced tips. Which makes sense when you think about it. Oh, that's good. That tea's really good. What are we looking at? I'm not going to worry too much about the balance on this one because it's a copper blade. Because 2.1 kilograms, dear God. Hold on. What am I holding on for? About the Katara? Reinforced tips. I actually like how this... Terrace. Terrace is one of my favorite end caps, for the record. What have they got done here? That's the bat. Oh, that's interesting. So that's Difficult Triumph. That's... I actually like how that's put together. That's the bat. That's this one here. They just got it extended, so it's kind of working like a Quillen, but then they have it hid under Morbid Melody. So it kind of looks like a chamfered connector. Yeah, Terrace. I love Terrace. It's the one I used on the Hanwei reproduction as well. Oh, bunch of people. We're getting an ad break in 2 minutes. We'll get the next one up and loaded and ready. That's pretty good, though. That's not bad. Good work. 0 to all. Cartographer's Claw. Okay, there's a story with Cartographer's Claw. We'll come to it in a moment, but we're going to load it up first. Take a closer look. There is an ad coming up in 2 minutes and 30 seconds. If you don't want to see the ad, subscribe. Give me your money, otherwise I'm going to squeeze money from the teat of the advertising industry. Oh, hold on. What do we got here? Don't actually worry about it. I'm going to do my best to not do anything. But yeah, originally I was going to do a sword that involved a water feature like this. And then I looked in at the, no, it was Lego, so like, oh, everyone's doing a water theme. And I'm like, really? I looked in, I saw this, like, damn, it's the same idea. So I had to take mine down. I wanted someone new to shine. This is fucking wild. Now that I'm looking at it up close, this is fucking wild. Right off the bat, we have a compass with the forward-facing needle, north, east, south, and west. Yes, Wonjo. Wunyo. This is already good because we have a compass that... Oh, hey, like, lighting. Oh! Hold on. There we go. Red and blue. Oh, they got a red ring on the inside that's stealing the colorway. It's color-coded. We have the velvet thing that people have been going nuts for this past competition, which I'm here for. A watered chain. Handmade watered chain. Dear fucking God. Fuck that. Wait, how's this mounted? Wait, hang on. How is this mounted? This is all dupe glitched in. This is all dupe glitch and Euler jointed. So that it can curve. Where's one of the curves? There's one of the curves. Right here. Where's the joint? Is it inside the next one? It's inside the next one. Each one is making a composite Euler joint. Oh, that's clever. Oh, not enough Euler joint usage. There's our light boxing, which is actually just clever. Honestly, that's just clever on its own. Also, Kusarigama, not a common thing other than from... Oh, God. Morgana, is it the new one? Yeah. Yeah, we're going to keep looking at this one for a bit as you guys go into an ad, but, yo. I love this. This is really well done. In fact, as we're doing the ad, I'm going to go into the story. Oh, the ad break is back, apparently. Welcome back, everybody. So yeah, I was going to do... Wait for it, this. Crack it open, take a sip of tea. Not a comma thing. Once the ad break is over. Yeah, you're trying to predict me. It doesn't work that way. This is the one I was in the middle of doing. You got a light patched. I used rock instead of blued steel because it's a little more choppy, and if you just kind of, like, blue it, it looks watery. In fact, the ice takes a really nice blue, and I was really happy for this. Hey-o! What's up, Dan the Man? Welcome. And then I looked at... Oh, yeah, this thing, the whole snake. This is how my build started. We'll get to that. But then I saw, this one. This was Legos, wasn't it? It's unlucky out there saying hold on, and I don't know what I'm holding on for. I can't hold on. Then I saw Cartographer's Claw, and I was like, okay, someone else is doing Water Ripple. I've got my piss name. I'm not going to touch it. Also, this Water Ripple's better than mine. This water effect is straight up better. I dig it. Absolutely dig it. Just simple scaffold. Everything here is... Oh, sorry. Everything here is simple until you get to the grip, and then it goes absolutely nuts. We got the velvet, the plush velvet Kusari Gama. Gama? Kusari. I dig it. I dig it so much. Yeah! I'm so glad. Yeah. Playing around with the velvet lately. Yeah. We need to do a wiki article for custom grips, because one, I'm really proud of my knurled grip from Vajra Shogoe, but hold on. Also because I'm not the only one who has a cool grip. Reiku wandering... Oh, hold on. Was there lore on this one? Above clear water, the cartographer claw. Hold on. Clear my throat. Above clear water, the cartographer's claw flies in the cool spring breeze. Oh, hey, that's proper Senryu. It's three different, like, statements of their own, like, above clear water. That's a thing you can hold on to. The cartographer's claw flies, and then separately, in the cool spring breeze, and then together they make a poem. Yeah, the update was at Haiku and Magic Words. Good choice. Reiku Wandering Bard, the Returner. Sometimes the way home, Otila, which is authority, is through your enemy's heart, which is manas, which is man. May your journey, Rido, correct. Oh, hold on, something is fallen. Be successful, Wunyo, which, yes, I believe that is correct. Wunyo is victory. There's probably, with 2 out of 4 being like, yes, that is correct, there's probably a different interpretation I'm not aware of the first 2. Let's take a look at the pictures. We have 2 bit narrow looks like. Bit convex. I kind of dig it. It's kind of... Oh, it is a compass needle. It is just another compass. I don't hate the round shield. But I think this might not be... here we go. We got 39 centimeter blade. Balance. The balance isn't even on the balance point. If you're gonna go for a compass needle. Yeah, so it is just a compass needle. I dig it. It's not... Oh, hold on. I understand this pain. There we go. There we go. I understand this pain. I dig it. I don't hate the round shield, honestly. If I had to fight a Fetty with that, I'd be like, ooh, who got a round shit? Round shield. I can speak, I swear. The meds are setting in. I only took them just now. Hopefully I can get to sleep tonight. What do we got up next? Yeah, round shit. Scheibendolk. Ooh, Dolk is, hammer? No, mace? This weapon is popular among all social classes, whether a knight who stabs into the gaps of the visor and armor with it, the peasant who defends their fields from marauding mercenaries, the merchant who protects his goods, or the robber who holds it to people's throats in the narrow streets. It may not be finely crafted, but where it is used, one does not care about that. Even tyrants fall victim to it. Only that a new tyrant brings new darkness to the land. Is it possible this could also once bring light back to the land? No, violence doesn't work that way. Is this just a dagger? Hold on. Do we have a picture that shows the whole sword? Yep. As just a rondo dagger, just an awl. It is more or less what it says on the tin. What are we saying? Oh, hey-oh. Master God Emperor. So, like, in order for me to read... Oh, no! Google's auto-translating. You said hello. You said hello. But then YouTube's trying to translate it into it. I'm like, what? 200 met picks to find these. Oh, hold on. Do we have a reinforced tip? Yes! Qatar reinforced tip! Yes! I was legally out of the country when I found that out. Always remember, Control K brings up your navigation menu. Right, we're looking at this one. I do like that. That rondel is actually sick. That's nice. A gold wire wait a second. Is that multiple Tsubas? Like, what am I looking at? Yeah, it's multiple Tsubas. It's morning sun, morning sun, morning sun, morning sun, morning sun. It's like a double stuffed Oreo of gold wire wrap. Let's get it in some better light. Let's get it in the sharp darkness. There we go. We have an interesting, like, kind of punched in fuller. And we have a polish. That's nice. There is nothing wrong with just a pointy piece of metal. Hey! Entropic Chaos, welcome. I thought you were the new guy, Big E. Who is Spanish. Didn't even make the top 10. Hold on, what were we saying? Anarchy! Yo! Doesn't feel. Oh yeah, no. I hear it's looking good. I have briefly seen all of these. I haven't looked hard at any of them yet. Neri, illusion of flesh. O you who have gone astray, come hither, surrender thine self to me. I promise thee everything that can exist and everything that cannot. Show devotion, O wayward sinner, and thou shalt be rewarded. An existence empty of hunger and of want, for I am desire. Oh, shit, I guess I am. What's the word? Not soteriologically. Emphatically. Existentially opposed. A false idol to thine longing. I am thou and thou art I. Get out of here, Mr. Elric. Rest. No, not... Is it the Elrics? No. Rest, O starving wanderlust, and know this is thine heaven of eternal desperation and restlessness. My interpretation of Wayfinder ended up being a bit more abstract. Wanted a sort of ambush, predator, false idol vibe. Yes, good. I ended up being demonic, fleshy sword that promises ascension and instead just assimilates whatever poor soul believes it. Fun for the whole family. Good. Let's take a look. Yeah, I'm not worried about theme anymore. Conjure. See, like, when people submit swords to this, as long as it can be reasonably on theme, which we'll see when we get further down, I'm going to assume that it is on theme in some way, shape, or form, and I dig it. Yo. We got some veins. Oh, I actually... Something uncomfortable about this. Which is good. Ah, good. A little bit of flesh in the sacrum. I actually dig how the sacrum is pulling the weight of having a pierced piece, you know? Relief engraved veins, this one's moody. Nasty, visceral even, yeah. It's doing something. Like, honestly, having the pierced piece kind of gives like a lace feel going around. Yo. I honestly, I know where I would put this in my D&D world. It's much the same vibe as the trapped entity that prevents death. Very akin to Dormammu, but from a different source. Yo, what the fuck is happening here? The fuck is this? Hey, yo? Oh, it's Piercer. I thought those were Fullers. I was like, what the fuck is happening with these Fullers? How did you get them to curve like that? They're raised. Ah, that's still really good. Oh, hold on. Ben? There we go. Got a little bit of flamboyance going up. We have a taper. I didn't even need to check, but I did. I dig it. Ooh. Wait, are we not in the House of Grian? This is actually double-sided? This is actually double-sided. Let's take a look at the whole thing. I thought this was a casket at first glance. I dig that a lot. I dig that a lot. Illusions of Flesh Bactic. Was that offset? That's offset. That's so good. Aha. Okay, that's a detail I didn't expect. I like that. I like that. Way less intricate? Yeah, that's understandable. Something out of Warframe? I gotta start playing Warframe, don't I? There's so many people around me just playing Warframe and not talking about it that I'm like, is it a good game? I don't know. That was sick. I was pleasantly surprised for that one. Alright. Next up. The Revolution by Smithy. Oh, we have another. This is hold on. The flower. No, okay, that's way too many syllables. The flower shall bloom from the ashes. The torch shall light our way. The path that will turn everything into ashes. I forgot to look at your pictures first. I think we got a really good look at this. That's good lighting, though. Lighting matters. Oh, yeah? Oh, that one's sideways. I see. Good. Planning to go to sleep, decided to check Discord and saw the stream. Won't be too long. We're getting there. So this is Smithy's Revolution. Smithy's a common name around here as well. Itishayoguin Koyama Aksayule. Hang on. Did I not? I did not. Come on. Alright. Control V. Oh no. It's not pasting. Okay, there we go. Whew. Voted for Smithy's build purely because it's one of the better flame effects. Let's take a good look at it then. We have some dot engravings going up as embers. I love this effect on fire itself. It dances in the breeze. That's not bad. I think I've seen better. But, oh. Oh, I see. They're dot engraving up this. Okay, there is potential there. There is a lot of potential there. They're using dot engraving on a slightly lower polished piece. Some of them are hot steel, some of them are white. Okay. Okay, yeah. Like how they have the drip catcher, and then the handle's on fire. Oh, or is it supposed to go this way? It's supposed to go this way. This is the pommel. This is the grip. Wait a second. Whoa! Hold on, folks. Something fucky's about to happen. Where is it? Where is it mounted? Hold on. Right there. Something fucky is about to happen. Yo. And unsheath it. Yeah, there we go. Yo. What? Whoa, 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 whoa. What's on the go here? Oh, they're mixing flamboyances to get a more like lightning effect. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I was expecting just a torch. That's pretty cool. This is why we look. It's like for honor, probably not good for your health. Can't put it down. Yeah, good. One moment. Let's go back and look at his pictures. See if there's anything in the lighting. Yeah, I would have had to go back and be like, what do you mean there's a blade? That's pretty sick. It's simple. There are clever parts in this. I dig it. Bardic Fashionista. Radiance. When hope is gone and deepest night, this blade shall be your guiding light. A beacon shining ever bright will cast away your fear and fright. I almost stumbled on that like so many times. Yeah, what a great funky take. Yeah. This is why we look. This is why it's worth looking. When I was mousing over the blade, I was like, that's not round. That's flamboyant. Why is it flamboyant? And then I took it off. So what do we got? Radiance. Who is this by? Bardic Fashionista. Okay. Not the same person. No taper. We do have two cross-sections, though. We have more than one cross-section. Which I dig. I like the overall shape. I think the tip's a little broad. That's a personal taste thing. We have some relief engraving going on already. Hell yeah. Relief engraving is like, I knew it was coming. I knew the technique was going to be part of the community. So I had to push it a little bit. And as soon as it did, Everyone just started taking off. Just took my hands off the reins and been like, go nuts, folks! What do we got going on here? I do like the alternating gold and silver. Steel? Yeah. Raised Zephyr, raised Zephyr. Double-sided gem. I have Nadred. That's kind of cool. That wouldn't work. I do like... What's on the go here? This looks kind of egg-like, more than I was expecting. Why? It's the oval... It's the sunk oval inverse smile taper here. Into the ever-flowing chalice. Okay. That's kind of a cool curve. I gotta remember that. I'm gonna use that for facing east as I fix it up. How long is that? Oh, point of balance isn't bad. 15 centimeters, a little long, but it's a two-handed sword, so it's actually right where it should be. This is functional. Little heavy. 8 pounds. 8.5 pounds. 2 kilograms. No, that's 400. That's... No, that's not too heavy. That's quite fine. Why? It's... Oh, it starts at 3. Who dares ping me? Now is not the time, Yorm creature. Now is not the time. I'm not going to open that up. She should be watching me streaming. She's one of my moderators. She's the artist that drew my VTuber. Why isn't she in here? Oh. I'm kidding. People have their own lives. Quotable example, Tumultuous Path. There are a lot of tiny features here that... Oh. Okay. They decided to put more engraving around. Yeah, that's actually quite nice. That is a bunch of comfortable features. Like, you see them on something, and you kind of overlook them because they're so reasonably natural, but they're not usually there. Yeah, okay. Good job. Oh, what did I see there? Oh, that was that. That was exactly what I was talking about. Lots of ferrules being used as bands. Experiment with sculpting egg shape. Yeah, okay, yeah. It's actually a very clean piece, yeah. Like, I put this in the mid-levels, but it's in the mid-levels for different reasons than other things would be. This could very easily turn into one of the higher-level crafters we see. Who is that? Bardic Fashionista. Hope to see more from them. Oh, let's look at their actual pictures first. The light they wanted to see it in. Oh, yeah. I dig it. Kind of got that golden hue. I think that drowns out the purple. And it's unlucky again. 17th century Spanish cup-hilt rapier. So as I've said to people a few times, I have done Destreza before. My buddy Phil teaches Destreza. I never got super far with it. I kind of want to. But... Demon Lens to see presented the pictures? Yeah. Paste magic words. Let's look at the pictures first then. So Spanish rapiers tend to be slightly shorter than their more eastern counterparts, or even the northern ones. They tend to be, they have like the cups on them, as opposed to swept, pierced, Pappenheimer, clamshell, what have you. And they tend to have quite short grips. Right, I've already looked at this one up close, on stream. Hold on, there we go. We were talking about this. We were talking about this feature and how this asymmetry on the back, where it's not on the front, is if you're parrying up, it'll direct it away from you faster. Which is really good if you're being overbound. So a lot of design was put into this design. When I look at it, it's kind of hard to say that that's not supposed to be symmetrical. But that would make sense. And I have seen that on small swords as well. Get a bail. Thanks for stopping by. This is just a museum piece. What do you want? 105, very narrow. Yeah, we got down to a millimeter. If you go down below a millimeter, before the, like, too long before the point, we're gonna run into trouble, but it looks like you're doing fine here. I love the nuts just kind of being there. Spanish Rapier, the one media movie uses as a default. Kind of, but kind of not. This is the better, in my opinion, the better design of rapier. By a lot. Although it is usually shorter in blade. This one is a meter, which is nice and long. But the way it's used is a lot of binding. A very straight, upright stance. Very, very small lunges. It's not the most optimized. Yeah. Honestly, yeah. It's very, so very much about being, this is the perfect bind. Do the technique now. I have a good one, yeah. Do the technique now and you'll win. And if you're really, 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 really good, it will work that way. But then some Italian comes up to you and just gets out of your reach and stabs you from like another meter away because sometimes the rapiers get stupidly long. True North by Annie coming up. New person on the server. Interesting. It looks like it's basically a compass. Conjure. See their pictures? In terms of length, based on Wallace and the Met. Interesting. Oh. The weight is 1. The way leads on? Oh, hold on. I think it starts from the top. That is a really nice feature, honestly. We're not going to judge it too much for being swordly. Let's load it up. The way leads on, the way is 1. There it is, so it starts here. The way is 1, the way leads on. I dig it. Honestly, it's just a nice script to have as well. Lots of copper. Copper and white for this competition, it seems. Lots and lots of copper. I'm measuring from the cup convo. Yes. Love that we're seeing new folks come and chuck a decent build. Yeah. I'm not going to judge this one too much on being swordy. It's got a point of balance at 3 centimeters and it's 3 kilograms. I'm not too worried. Someone brand new. Honestly, I think they've been waiting for someone to use this piece this way. Oh. Okay, that's one way to do it. These are all point wedges. Where is this in the thing? There it is. we have Quillins. I think there's a lot of improvement to be had on this piece, but a lot less than a lot of people will come in with. I mean, we still have the 1 cross section, the overextended polish. This isn't gnome tech per se. It is, but not really. Are they doing both sides? No. It's an interesting idea. I dig it. Did they learn shift click? I think they learned shift clicking. They might even learn dupe glitch. These look like they're duped. That's good stuff. And again, I like the script. The script is good. We had someone else come in like today with, hey, I'm brand new to the server. And they're like, this is a kind of bad sword. And then this is a kind of good sword. I'm like, oh, those 2 points make a line that's a bit straighter than I expected them to be. It's going up a bit faster. Bronze Sword by Stellar Kiwi. Before the master and the student, before the arts and the deaths. Oh, there's a Q I'm missing at the beginning of this. This blade was not made by a swordsmith. No such thing existed yet. It was made by a simple smith. A smith who perhaps wondered if a knife could be made the length of an arm, or if a weapon could be made to be used against humans, and we were doing that for a long time. Or perhaps simply by a smith who wanted a challenge. They did not know they were beginning something. They did not know that 10,000 years of craft tradition school... I don't think it's 10,000 years. I think the oldest sword we have is 5,000 years. Oldest surviving. And I think there's kind of an implication that maybe we have maybe 1,000, maybe 2,000 years of bronze work before then. Where are we? 2,000 years of craft, tradition, school, and ceremony which traces lineage back to this shape, this alloy, this decision. It has no name, it carried no meaning and no status, it won no battle. It is older than all of that, Every forging tradition, every martial school, every blade carved with the face of a god or the name of a king, they all walked a path. A blade of copper no greater than a large knife, a guard only implied, a hilt carved out of bone, held by a few hemp cords and copper rivets, and a technique yet to be made. It is a sword yet to be named as such. It is the source of an ever-branching river of both arts and death. There is no sword. We have independent development of the sword across the world. Unfortunately for this lore. Most notably, in one of my favorite examples, is the Tlingit of the Copper River Valley up in Alaska, technically stretching a little bit into BC, who have vast resources of native copper, making themselves 2-foot-long copper daggers. Triangular shape for stabbing people, unrelated to the rest of the world. Hyperdiffusion is such a stupid idea, it just won't die. Honestly, for like the sword of a tech, like a sword, like there is a first computer, arguably. There is a first calculator, and a sword is a technology. So I forgive them for thinking that there might have been an sword. Unfortunately, there wasn't, because it turns out that we've been making sharpened clubs since the dawn of time. Once we realized we didn't always need to throw what we had in our hands, we started changing up what we were using. Honestly, if you go look at some, what's the word? If you go look at some, the Carleys or Kylies, throwing club, rabbit stick examples, realize how far we can throw them, you start realizing that humanity's history with arms goes way, way, way longer than we thought it did. Oh, I like this. They got the central ridge. I don't like this faded cross-section, though. I feel like there's a lot of things that could have been done better. This is very evidence of a design philosophy that wasn't there at the time. Good idea. Morningstar, Intercessor of Night. I don't even know what the hell's on the go here. Huh? Oh, did we not? We'll load this one up first. I didn't even load it up. Backspace. Huh? Oh, what's on the go? Something a fuck? Why is this not loading? Oh, that's why. Q. This is the Q. Yep. Good call. Hey-oh! We're doing a review of the competition out of the Bladesong Discord. Currently, we have somebody has made a bronze sword, which, again, doesn't quite fit the design philosophy. Like, this is a much later design piece. Look at chamfered edges, central ridge, scaled hilt, pommel. These are mistakes that people... guard. These are mistakes that people made and learned from. That said, I do appreciate that someone is looking at bronze as a... Oh, we have the problem. The tang is gone. They took the tang out, so I can do this. Oh, there it is. I wonder how they're going to fix that bug. The pommel is blade. Wait, hold on, what? What do you mean the pommel is blade? Oh, the pommels. Yeah, they just res-magged it. Let's take a look. Oh yeah, I guess they did res-mag it. They did do some Resaru magic. Wait, no, hold on. Where's the turnaround? What? Ah, I see. It starts here. They didn't even gnome tech. They just sunk the entire hilt up onto the blade. They sunk the entire thing up onto the blade. This is the primary down here. This is entirely blade. There is no tang. If I do this, yeah, there's the start of it. That's clever. That is clever. They're just like, I don't need a tang. That explains why we were getting the disappearing thing, yeah. Why were we getting the disappeared tang bug? Like, why are we floating up into the sky? Intercessor of night, morning star. Let's try this one again. When the path is dark and bleak and the stars alight in different streak. In indifferent streak. That is a tongue twister. When darkness comes for the meek and slaughters the weak, a knight shines brightly in the night and steels himself for a perilous fight. Wait a second. Is that iambic pentameter? I think that's iambic pentameter. You trying to style on me, Morningstar? Huh. When the road is lost and you yearn to return to the one you love most, let this beacon to light your path and seek refuge in his wrath. He will cleave through the dark and bring upon the sunrise. When the light overwhelms the senses and betrays all you hold dear, he will pierce the stars and bring the peace of night, never fear. He can discern the truth of light and shield you from its treacherous excess. For he is, above all human. Make his resolve yours. Make his strength your own. He will lend you his light, for so long as you lend your fellow man your fight. With this steel he speaks to you 100 years ago. Keep his promise. 100 years ago was 1926. The Roaring Twenties. That's when we had a whole bunch of crazy music happening. People had guns back then. Sometimes people forget the scale of history. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Right off the bat, we have a good handle. I like this handle a lot. You know what? I know this exact pain. This must have been a bitch to line up. Almost didn't spot it, but it is slightly oversized. I would have put a riser in there to hide it. Because he's got to sync all of these. If I pick this up, the whole thing's going to shift, isn't it? God, don't look into the pommel. Don't look into the hilt of Vajra Shogoe. Do not try to reconstruct it. Oh, it's not. It literally is just sunk in one piece at a time. Oh no, there it is. There's the where do I put this down. Yeah. Okay, it's upside down. There we go. I know that problem. I knew what was happening. What the fuck is on the go on this pommel? Octobulb. Octobulb. What? It's slightly smaller and semi-orthogonally set. So it's set at 45 degrees. Not even 45 degrees. Because that would be symmetrical. It'd be semi-orthogonal. Which is called a third, I think. Yo, toss a gem. Alright. We got some shit going on. Same piece rotated. 20s was in... Welcome to the Roaring 20s. Oh, this is the noggle. Yes, good. The nail. Makes the thing asymmetric, but that's fine. How are we doing on the actual blade? We have 70 centimeters, 1.5 kilograms, and 5 centimeter balance. A little bit ceremonial, but I think it'll still work. Stress risers, but again, ceremonial. We have our fuller polish going all the way to the tip. I don't know if that's intentional. What do we have here? Oh, what? What are you doing? Whoa. Oh, this is a thing. Oh, it's set up like a sheet. I see. So there's a sheet going under the hex cross section. No taper, but I'm not too worried about that. It's a little thin. Yeah, we're at 0.3. 3 millimeters. Interesting. I dig it. Honestly, the pommel, the grip, this whole ensemble, top tier. The blade could do better. But, yeah, no, deservedly well done on this. Oh, another toss-up gem. I didn't even notice. Are we in the House of Grian? Nope. Double-sided. Let's go. Hate the asymmetry so much? Yeah. So, they're knuckle guards. Let me show you a messer, because I definitely made one recently. Everyone's sending me their stuff so I can look at the... there's a messer. They're meant to be here, to guard your knuckle. And that is why they're asymmetrical. They're flat. Who's up next? Also, yeah, I think that's iambic pentameter. Someone, like, he wrote this poem. I don't know what that symbol is. Memento. Huh. By Spiky. I think Spiky's kind of new. They joined fairly recently, didn't they? Every part of him ached, his limbs weary, yet it was done. Vengeance for his beloved. Granted by the very blade she bestowed upon him in happier times, peaceful times. At his feet lay the body of the one who caused his wife's demise. A tyrannical lord who prayed... It's tyrannical. No longer will he play this people. Looking down his blade, shone bright as the day it was forged in the rising sunlight. I'm not feeling this lore. I'm not feeling the lore. His blade stood as a reminder that all is not lost in the age of sundering. One can stand against evil, stand for justice, strive for peace, to give quiet hearts hope. I'm not feeling it. Let's see how the sword does. Ooh. Oh, right. Right. We were looking at this as it was made. Never mind. This is fucking sick. We have a taper? We have a taper. Were we going from 5? 5 to 2? 5 to 3. Yes, good. Okay. Polished silver inset. No, the blade is polished silver. Okay. That's why it's 2.3 kilograms for 110 and no handle. Yes! Symbol is something Morning Star does, so you can search that symbol to find its pieces. Oh, hey. Neat. I would just do from Morningstar in Share Creations has image. Right. We were looking at this. Was this in the last competition? Hang on. That was Blade for the Pit? Oh god, I'm not going to find a Blade for the Pit. No, this is one of the theme pieces. Still, I dig it. Might be a little out of season, but I dig it. Kind of like got that gothic vibe going on the grip. Yeah. Here we go. In this life and the next. That's pretty sick. That's pretty nice. I like that. It's clean. Not going to judge too much on the stats again. It is silver. It is obsidian. We have a good lineup going here. Not even House of Grian. It is double-sided. Oh, it is mostly double-sided. This isn't on this side. That's fine. Mine isn't either. Do we... Okay, you can see a little bit of the loss of the sharpness here. Not too worried about that. It's still really nice. It's so clean. This hilt, again, top tier. Don't mean to interrupt. Doge Palazzo Ducal sword. Oh. Yeah, I sent that along. Oh, yes, I have. That's the one with the finger ring, right? I have seen it. Rainmaker said what I was going to say, where I think the hilt is just put on wonky on the original. That is an iconic design. And again, props for not going with the Albion interpretation. Who do we got up next? Thirsty Water. Watra? The Stranger's Knife. Okay, we got short lore. A typical blade, one with countless years of experience and nearly as many wielders. It's more useful for menial tasks than any kind of fighting. There are a few scenarios where it wouldn't see use. Despite the chaos of the world, this knife grounds the wielder, whether that's because of its history or simplicity. Simply holding it clears the mind so much that any that carries it has the clarity to find their way in knife. Honestly, I feel that. You get a good camping knife, you're like, I'm just going to make a spear. I'm just going to cut this until it works. We got a couple of things I would change. We have almost a sharp spine, which makes me feel like they have... Do they know how the blade sides work? They have to. They've got asymmetric taper. Yeah, okay, they figured it out. We only have... Oh, we have 2 cross sections. Where's the other one? Not going anywhere with it. Oh, because it's shelf. They had to pull it out because it's shelving. If I pull this in at all, does it... Where is it? Why can't I hold on to this? Excuse me? There we go. Oh. Keska fuck? I can grab it down here. It's being overridden. It's being overridden by this one down here. That's why. If I take that one out, what happens? Yeah, okay, yeah, they just accidentally overrode their tip. I see, I see. Oh well. Control Z, Control Z, Control Z all the way back to the beginning. That's an okay knife. A couple things I'd change on it, I think, but it's a knife. Didn't have the whole sword in his photos. It varies wildly for me. When I'm looking at a piece... Oh yeah, he had the whole sword right here. Oh no, you're right. There is no single picture of the whole sword. Rip. I'm looking for a good interpretation of a sword, for the most part, that is mechanically feasible-ish. I'm looking for interesting use of the tech, and I'm looking for new techniques, interesting effort. I'm looking for signs of passion, right? This is essentially Morning Flower, I think, from like way back. This is like Thodar's thing. Yo, something fucky here. We got some scratches going up the leather. I kind of like that. Oh, we gotta look at the pictures. I forgot. Oh, you guys are probably seeing... Yes, you absolutely are. Watch. Behold. As the screen gets brighter. Ah. That was my red light filter going on, because we are kind of late at night. It's currently 10 o'clock, which means I can't be too loud. What's that spell? D-O-U... Oh, doubt. Interesting designed hilt. Interesting designed sword. Gives me a Soul Calibur vibe. Soul Edge. Weathering has improved so much since the pit. Yeah. Yeah, honestly, I am not saying that they could go through and just redo all the old competitions, but we might see some fire if they put up Magic Sword again. Combo... Yeah, right. What am I looking for? That is a cool eye. Looking at it from this picture, that is a cool eye. Looking for a sword that looks like a sword to begin with. Like the respect of the idea of a sword, if you're making a sword. If you're making a video game piece or something, I'll judge it on like a video game sword logic, silhouette, catchiness, contrast, identity, right? All of them are being judged on identity. Like, what are you trying to do? Did you make decisions? How did you make them? So it's the functional aspect, any one of the many themes aspect into... See what they did with the images? Do you see what they've done with the images? That's clever. They've done it in every one. Every one. Oh, you can't see my finger pointing, but there is something that is notable. Did everyone see? Yeah, it's always watching it. Yes. Ha ha ha! Oh, okay, that's... See, this is the clever stuff. This is why we look. Intent and craft. I am looking for decisions made and then executed upon skillfully. Even when they're beyond my personal ability. That's so good. Having the eye rotate. And it's... I guess they just picked up the flat round. No, they didn't. It's mounted. What do you mean it's mounted? Oh, it's mounted on the blue. So they're able to just pick up the blue and move it. Ha 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 ha. That's clever. That's good. That's the sort of shit I look for. The blade itself, it's 7,372.85 kilograms. I wonder why. They wanted to get the lighting in. Oh, we got yellow over there, too. Do we have anything this way? Oh. What the fuck? What are you... Why? What is this? Where is this going? What is happening? Why? What? Is that... That's a straight quillin. Why is it out here? What's this? There's something out here. Hold on. Oh. Didn't like me toggling the environment. What? Oh, it's got no tang, apparently. There's the environment in the background. You see it? Hey, bro. Oh, hold on. Where'd they take the pictures? I see what they're doing. They're off in the secret background. That's what they're doing. They're using the fog in the snowlands for lighting. Oh, that's good. That's good. That is good. What? Okay, that's kind of cool. We can make asterisms with these? Wait, this is a straight quillin? What do you mean this is a straight quillin? Oh, it's a cheese wedge. Huh. That's... okay. Yeah, you can do it with a few backgrounds, but mainly this one, which gets you off in the foglands, which has some really interesting implications on the lighting. Let me, And then in the next environment as well, you can go up and get the same effect. I just barely noticed that in the background. I'm like, what the hell? What is this? And it's pushing it off into the snowlands for photograph. If we... Where's the mount? If we take this off, does this suddenly become a functional sword? Hold on. If we take this cube and run away. Almost. It is almost a functional... Oh, hold on. Yes, that is the whole entire thing. With a little bit more... Yeah, I guess that would come down. That might actually be functional. Neat. Booth shift on the wiki? Yeah. Hell yeah. So this is Conscience. Oh, it's you. It's Dan the Man. Good stuff. People of Aaron Keep, it's time to look inward. See your rage, see your sadness, see your love. Cast out your doubt and coalesce your feeling into action. Allow yourself the vision to see what our king truly is. A tyrant, a despot, a coward that hides behind a mask. Grab the blade of your soul and follow me into glorious revolution. The runes do indeed say doubt. There is a lot more going on. Well done. There was a lot more going on. I was like, I don't know how I feel about this. It's kind of a thin sword. It's kind of short. The knuckle bow coming off a little too wide. And then as I looked more, I was like, wait a second. Wait a second. We got some lighting going on here. Tried to make a GIF was too much for you. I have to scroll up because chat is going by fast today. I'm not used to it. Hell yeah. Well done. This is why we look. This is why we look. So there's use of technique that I didn't expect. Once I spotted it, I was like, oh. Well now. Dan, if you haven't played the story mode, you should. I was right about something from last chapter, which super vindicated. Feel real nice about that. Not the way that I thought I was right, though. So, like, yeah, you might want to definitely check out story mode when talking about the Masked King, because there's some fucking shit. Oh. I'm going to move this over real quick. Hold on a moment, folks. I'm streaming right now. Talk to me there, friend. We are doing things. Where were we? We are on Wayfinder. There we go. Jailer Balin's Purgatory. Where have I heard that name? Working your way through the story? Yeah. Chapter 2 goes real fucking hard. We get a little tiny insight into the magic system. Tiny insight. But oh god. A nasty bastard with an expensive taste. Being one of the main jailers in Aaron Keep's dungeon, Bayan has found himself with quite a taste for fancy. Being able to steal the confiscated dollars and trinkets from the incoming dregs and orphans is paid off with this engraved sword. Not your run-of-the-mill straight sword, like the rest of the guards, but it does the job just as well. Nobody's quite sure where the smith is that forged this blade, but the engraved bee at the pommel ends up working just fine, as he tells everyone that he made it himself. No hope in these dungeons with Balin? None at all. Let's take a look at their pictures. This is giving Texcalibur vibes, and I do have a soft spot for Texcalibur. Yo. Okay. We got some subtle shit going on here, and shit I want to see more of. Don't like the lighting in this picture. Okay. Got some, not reticulations. There's a word for that. And it's entirely escaping me. And then we have the sword in a better light. Those the right words? Yes. Sutra. Sutra is one of the magic word syllables. I need to get the Sutra sword. Right off the bat, we have traditional engraving. An underappreciated art. The more I remember to use it, the more happy I am with pieces. We have some of the new pieces. Are these just, okay, these are just traditionally engraved. No countersinking, nothing. That looks really clean for traditional engraving. This one's cool, does not get shown off enough. Well, we'll find out. Yo, who dares follow me? Spicy Crack followed me this bit. Thanks, Spicy Crack. That is a hell of a name. Oh, what are we looking at? Honestly, I think the pictures did better justice with this part, but this is a good style. This is a good style going on here. We got some funky fullering. Oh, okay, that's actually clever. It's just dots in a fuller, but because the reflections capture it, it looks like it's kind of, what's the word? How are things going? Oh man, yeah, I think we did just do your entry. We'll look at it again in a second. Oh, is this a reasonable sword? 2 kilograms, 74 centimeters. It's a little heavy because it's thick and no taper. If I put a taper on, what happens? I'm not going to break the world with this, am I? You don't have anything hiding around? Okay. Yeah, no taper. We do have 2 cross-sections, though. If I literally just take this, where does it stop being 0.7? Right here? If I take this down to 3, how does the sword look? Close enough. 1.75, still a little heavy. But, other than that, good. Oh, it starts at 7, that's why. Hold on. I'm gonna delete that. Where's the change thickness? We're gonna undo everything I'm doing in a second. I'm gonna bring this down to 0.6. Close enough. Then I'm going to taper it. Let's just see. Let's just give it a shot. Bring it down to 0.3. 6 and 3 is just a really easy target for a lot of swords. Let's gone too far there. We have 2.8, close enough. Still 1.6. So it's a little high at 74 centimeters. But yeah. Control ZZZ. Honestly, yeah, there's a bunch of little tiny things on here that I like. I like this Scudum kind of thing going on. I like this kind of drill pattern. Like it's just been milled in a little bit. I'm glad they didn't patch out the polish going past the fullers, because now we can just draw lines on the blade. Anything going on in the fuller? Not really. What are you doing? Oh, we got a sun. Oh, we've got some stuff. Hey, is that a smith mark? A tree, the sun, and a bee? I think that might be a smith mark. No idea what's going on with this ring. We have better rings. In fact, ring pommels. There's some good exploration going on here. And nothing on the other side, so we're House of Grian. Good exploration, good style, the photos are better. Is that Rainmaker's band? Maybe. I don't think so, actually. I think most of the things in here, I don't think there's much in the way of gnome tech. Let me just grab this. Hilt mode takes a while to load now. There's a little bit of tech going on, but nothing outrageous. A little bit right there. Nothing going up the blade. Yeah. Well, that's neat. Look a few messages back. How far back do we need to look? Rainmaker's Band, Imagine Dragons, Way to the Guard. Oh! Imagine Dragons. Ads coming in. Spiky. Yes, I saw Spiky. Right, we gotta go back. Was that Conscience? No, that was Dan. Was Stranger's Knife? We'll take a look. Context! Ah. Sun and Trees and Bees. I feel like I might be missing something. Still though. Here we go. Said Spiky? Yes! It was you! Right. Where are we at? We are just past Jailer Balin's Purgatory. Right. I remember seeing yours earlier, Spiky, I think. Might be from a song? Ah, that'd explain it. Oh god, I see what's coming up. Neuro Nerd. We don't have words for Neuro Nerd. What do we got? Pretty basic put together hilt. Interesting pommel. And a smith mark, which honestly is a nice smith mark. I like that a lot. Pretty simple. No words. Can't review much further. Blitzschreier, which apparently is supposed to have an E right here. Schreier. Schreier. I don't speak German. Yep. Yeah, it would be Schreier, isn't it? Ah. That's Rain's band. Oh, God. Now I get it. Now I understand. We are about halfway down. In fact, yes, we are halfway down. The last light fades away. Oh. Sputtering into non-existence amidst the cries and shrieks of the displaced masses, all clamoring to relight the flame with their hopes, all to no avail. The settlement goes dark for the last time, and on the horizon you can almost smell the warlords that roam the wastes and circle like vultures. Over the next few days, the air was... Oh. We go from present to past tense, but we're going into the future. Over the next few days, the air was thick with the smell of blood and the cries of slain bandits, leaving their last words to the night, as the cretins, which just means Christians, by the way, that remain swarm the village like a plague. The next few months were hell for the villagers. What little they had was tribute to the warlord, leaving them to suffer and starve. They toiled for the new overlords, punished when they fell, and made an example of when they refused of the warlord's... We've changed tenses again. The constant work, the little food became a new normal, and fast. Fast? Because they don't have food? Well, let's see. Fulgurite trees. We're gonna skip. There's a lot of lore. Hail the guiding bolt. Let's take a look at the images. I love that grip. I have already made my thoughts known on the lightning. We'll get to that. I love that grip. Is that Piercer? We'll take a look in a second. Is that a Kashira? Being put over a raft. I think it is. We'll look again in a minute. Finally, though, we're getting some good basket hilts. I don't know how I'd feel about strapping on the back plate. But we do have a back plate. Ooh. Left to a tasteful unpolished. Oh, yo. Is that a flat-catted... the new twisted piece? Seppa. Okay, yeah, hold on. We'll take a look. That's... there's your signature. You picked one of the hardest signatures to do, by the way. That's pretty sick. It's good to see someone... It's good to see someone take off with engraving. It's good that you've gone nuts with engraving. Hold on. Let it load. Let it load. Let it load. Send me the song. It's got Children of Bodom vibe. Ooh. Okay, let it load. I feel like we're back in 2009 YouTube. Hold on a second. Seppa, wait, it is. It may be. It's awesome. Breaking out a challenge. Yeah. I could have put metal in, but I don't think I would have found the right metal for my piece. But yeah, send me the song. This is sick. Alright, let's look at the actual sword, though. Right off the bat, I love this saber shape. This is a good saber shape. Just the whole profile overall. The balance is down a bit, and I assume that's because of how hard a lot of these pieces are. This is all gold? Yeah. If that was brass, that'd probably be more acceptable. That's fine. I'm not worried. What is this? The slash piece. It's upside down. Is it? No, it isn't. How are you getting that? Is it curved? Oh, I gotta borrow one of your hard points. Oh. Oh. Where? Where do you go? What are you? There you are. Oh. That's clever. That's very clever. It's upside down. Okay. So this is what we are looking for. We're looking for like a good, like new tech made with new pieces. We're seeing novelty, innovation. I might pinch your fingers on that. That's long enough. That should be fine. Do you have a thumb plate? No, we don't have a thumb plate. We're seeing good use of techniques. We're seeing decisions acted upon. We're seeing complete builds. Yo. I don't know what this feature would be called. What would that used to be? It would still work forward as a Quillen. Reinforcing the basket. It's not trapping inside the basket. That's probably what it is. It's stopping things from hooking on it. This, though. What the fuck do we have here? Smith's Food with... yeah, I didn't cop onto the name until just now. Is it Tossagend, or is it just, like, overlaid at least? That's clever, though. Flat-catted. The Foodsmith Pommel. Man, small rant. I'm not ungrateful. I love this game. It's doing great. Thodor's got a clam, you know. Foodsmith's got a whisk. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. Rainmaker's got 2 connectors. He's got the Maker of Conversions and Gentle Rain. Yeah, it's all cool. Like, here they are. Maker of Conversions, you know. Gentle Rain. And then I've got, like, the inferior version of Gentle Rain as my reference. I'm grateful to be included in the game, but what the fuck? Looks like a bird head with a beak. Chirping song. What? Hold on. Yo! I didn't even notice that. I didn't catch that. Party Crasher. Is that someone's? Tent. Nope. Waxen Hive. Bloom. Okay, don't recognize any other names. I didn't catch on to those 2. Now here's the question. Is it a European robin or an American robin? Because they're different. By a lot. Just those 2? Alright. And I've got the inferior version of this one? Like, come on, man. Who's gonna use this when they can use this? I don't actually care that much. Don't actually care. What is this now? Okay, yeah, it's peen placed. I've talked about peen lightning. I don't like it. I dig that you're not using just a sweep. But I don't know, man. I feel like the Quillen's better. That's a me thing, though. I just don't like the way it interrupts itself and then goes off orthogonally. Like, the fancy stuff I use works like this. Behold, the extreme power of my magical gnome tech. What you do, you go up into these. You take the Twisted Quillen. Find a hard point for it. You make it small and short. It's got to be short, and you bend it. Behold my lightning. Wait. Lightning. It takes seconds. That's how I did all the Vajras. I'm not saying everyone needs to do my lightning, I just don't like peen lightning. Mess around is peen. Yes, mess around is peen placeable. Messer square is not because it has a hard point. Old tech, good tech, yeah. You can do both, yes. Peen lightning is not what I'm looking for. Because you can see the cracks, you can see where each individual piece is, and that doesn't look great. I dig it as an effect, kind of, but it's just kind of random feeling. You quite like the effect. It's supposed to be specific. If it's supposed to be lightning, it's miscellaneous magic. They'd be done better. Yeah. Even as an effect, I find it's a little eclectic. Like, it's got no direction. Doc, you got one of the best swords that I've seen today. So, we're criticizing on a technical level. Like, their sword is 10 out of 10 no notes. Well, if I were gonna have notes, I'd start here. A mess arounds can be made indistinguishable from each other. That's interesting. And I think there's a lot more effects that we can do other than lightning on that note, Jackalope. There's definitely, like, entire styles of, like, this represents this type of magic we have not explored. I don't think this is the right direction to go with that. You could almost line them up. Could have wrote like a... You could have wrote your name if you look at it from a specific angle. Let's take a look at the next sword. Ooh. Guiding Star, $0. In the darkness of the night, the guiding star will lead the way for you. Huh. Right, we gotta look at their photos. I gotta turn off my light behind me. Ooh. Glowing slashes in the air. It could have been as glowing slashes in the air, but they would need to be like in the profile of the blade or like off in the distance at an equal length. Ooh, I hope I'm not disturbing the people upstairs too much. It is 10:30. We've got some interesting engraving going on. We've got a good shaped sword. I am not too plussed on the guard, but that's like maybe a one-click fix. Let's take a look. Where's Bladesong? 90 CGI? I get that. I get that. Is something outside my window? No. Okay, Beast Wars. We watched Beast Wars recently with Yorm, the person who did my avatar here. And you can see, as they go through the episodes, the technology increases rapidly. So one episode, you'd be like, wait a second, why is Rat Trap's fur different? Why is the walk cycle different? Why did they kill that guy and then bring him back immediately? And you realize they're upgrading their computers. Like, Earth starts with no trees at all. Then there's like 3 or 4 trees. And then all of a sudden there's like one episode is just a field of flowers. And you're like, oh, someone just had a fun day. This is nice. It's traditional engraving. But it's good. Like, it's clean. Honestly, it's doubled up. Sorry, I just realized they did a very long mirrored engraving. Those poor souls. They kept this symmetrical. With traditional engraving. Those poor souls. Does it break anywhere? A little bit. But not by much. God damn. Oh no. That's not holy honker levels of fuck, but damn. Is that lightly leaf-bladed? It is lightly leaf-bladed. Ah, yes, though. Balance point's a bit back, and okay, that's just the overlapping tech. Let me... I think we can do better on the pommel. I think we can do better on the grip. I think we can do better on the guard. I like the center bit. This setup, this sort of like plane thing going on, is sick. What is this? What is this? Difficult Triumph. Really? Yo? I think that might be the best use of Difficult Triumph that I've ever seen. Oh, because it's going backwards. Yo, that's wild. Okay, yeah, that's the best use of Difficult Triumph I've ever seen. I think I could fix the sword mostly in one click. Maybe 2. Better sword. Significantly better sword. If I were to take out this gold, the balance jumps up. At 2 kilograms, why is it 2 kilograms? It's 3, but why is it 2 kilograms? Where is it getting its weight from? Is it... It's 6. Do we have a taper? We have no taper, that's why. That's why our rotational nodes are all the way up. Holy honkers levels of fuck. Yeah. Is it both sides? Good question. No. House of Green. Dusted. Kick the second guard as an upward swoop? I mean, yeah, we could just... Hold on a second. Better sword. Still though, honestly, overall, good design. A pleasing silhouette, pleasing appearance. What the fuck is going on here? I think I like it. I don't think it's on purpose, but I think I like it. This little bump, it's like a little flamboyance. It's on both sides, symmetrical. Do we have more than that? Oh, is it the transition from one cross? No, that's a width thing. There's change width with a blend. It's the blend that's doing it. I don't think that was intentional. But wait, what's this? What's the section below it? It's another blend. The change widths are fighting each other. No distal taper, though. I think I like that. It's like a very subtle thing. House of Green? Yes. Hermitcraft reference. Grian. Green is known for not doing the backwards builds, yes. Honestly, I don't even watch Hermitcraft that much. It's just, every now and then a Mumbo Jumbo video comes up and I just put it on while I'm drinking my tea. It's good stuff. They're good entertainers. Oh, we got a jackalope piece. Let's see. Desperate Navigator. Look, I already spent a fortune on this map. We are going to find that treasure, whatever it takes. Science or superstition. Stars or spyglasses. Literature or magic. Swords. I'll find that bloody Viking treasure. Sir, I don't think the Vikings used treasure map. Quiet. Yo, we have a table piece. It's so weird to be like, hey guys, have you seen the table? And now it doesn't mean one sword anymore. Have you seen the tables? That was the name of my college group. We were not healthy people. It's so clean. Let's take a look. We have more table builds. Oh. That is a really good use of the new Nagels. The table's gonna fall. But not this day. It's gonna lose one leg and then they're all gonna combine their curve. What is happening in the corner? Does anyone else see that? What is that? Is that the light? It's on, yeah, it's on the stream. What the hell is that? Was that always there? It's not part of this. It's part of the background. Yeah, it's just part of the background, I guess. That looks fucking beautiful. Hold on, right. We gotta look at the pictures. We'll look at the snow in a minute. Beautiful table piece already. I don't know how I feel about the tip shape, but there's a reason I don't judge it the way I do other swords. We'll get to that. Is that Hercules? I think that's Hercules. Or is it Heracles? Constellation. It is Hercules. Damn it. It's the Roman, not the Greek. And is it? No. Booties? Booties? No. Oh. Not Gemini. Oh, there we go. Is that it? Not quite. Similar. Is it described? I don't think it is. Wait a second. This is an early modern shield. That's a targe. This is going to be Scottish treasure, not Viking treasure. It's an arrow shape. Random constellation, vaguely animal shaped. Yeah, this guy was definitely conned. This guy was definitely conned. Oh. We'll translate the runes in a minute. We have an orrery. One of the better things that Foodsmith came up with was the ripples in the food. I was the one that added the droplet, but the ripples were Foodsmith. Marta. The pen. I love the pen. It's so charming. Seppa's books is really clever. This dude has a compass chained to his sword. I like that pommel as a guard. Why? It gives me Bronze Age vibes. Are those knuckle bones? We'll take a closer look in a minute. We have a spyglass. And we have the sword itself. I think I'm going to get a better look inside. Wait a second. Okay, good. Had to make sure. The sword has arrows in the fuller. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 arrows. Plus the main one. Ansus eo berkana unjo algis. I don't know how to read bones. The spyglass. It's got the lens. Beautiful engraving. Beautiful set piece overall, honestly. Oh, there we go. Room went red. Now we're back. Roman numerals. How dare you? Yeah, this is a Scottish shield. What the? Hold on a second, what? Oh, it's sunk into the table. Can't quite get my camera in. That's an easy way to get over that. Well done. Well done. This man has absolutely been conned. Where would this be? Where would this be? Star map, yeah. This poor guy. It's pretty easy to find Viking treasure. Just own some farmland in England. The Vikings were the target audience. Arrows in the fuller, in the book. Yeah, it was. As soon as I saw the first 2 words, I was like, Roman numerals. Never gonna. Alright, moving on. You. Ink and quill. Oh, hold on. Is that the new Fipple piece? No. So, interestingly, on this note here, we do have a Fipple. So that's Holopath. Okay, that's a weird one. We do have a new Fipple, I think is an end cap. The Grim Tune. But sorry, we have a mouthpiece. We don't have the Fipple. We don't have the little divot for the flute part. So, if we just do this, it becomes a pen. Somewhat close to a very broad quill. Rolled Suba, yeah. Of course it was. Good. Good. Hiding Rickrolls is a good way to do things. North. Oh, hang on a second. North is that way. Wait. North is this way. Oops, that way. Let me take a look at my compass. I got a new compass for Christmas. It's not like the best of compasses, but it'll do. It's been a while since I did any orienteering. I like this. Oh. No, back down you go. No. There you are. I like the sword design. I don't judge Jackalope swords in their swordliness. They are almost always more video game pieces. They're more about their silhouette. They're more about their being an icon of a sword rather than being a sword. Different ballgame. And for that, it's, I don't know, it's kind of thin for your normal pieces. The sort of stress riser vibe that you got going on here, I don't know how I feel about it. I dig this. This is fantastic. Wait, ballpoint. We really have a piece called ballpoint now? Oh, yeah. Huh. Idealistic vibe swords? Yeah, good. Good. One of the bloke swords, we didn't have a whole freaking table around it? Yeah. I like this chain, though. Is that a traditional chain? You didn't do the thing, did you? No. One time Kit ran an entire thing of Gnome Tech up the chain before we had syncable pieces. Surprised this one's beating everyone except Anarchy. Interesting. I haven't even looked at the votes yet. Desperate Navigator. We're getting there. We're almost down through. There's this guy. I don't need to load it up. A lot of people messaged me like, wait, what do you mean I can rotate the lighting? That's why I do it. So River Tongue, Curse Banishing Sword River Tongue, is... The first playtest went by, I wasn't here for it. The second playtest came out, I was here for it. First sword, wrong sword, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Other than Black Frost, which is... the devs made it before, this was the first sword to have pattern engraving. And this is where we get the Three-Tongued Serpent. Where I got the Three-Tongued Serpent. I just slapped it together for patterning purposes. With that in mind, you know, the adder hiding in the riverbank. When I made... I think we did. I think we joined just before they put out playtest in February, Black Frost. Which, for the record, I was the first one to put the magic words into the Discord after that patch came out, so I am the first one to summon Black Frost. That idea of this is what I've been doing for the server. I've been trying to teach people, I've been trying to guide people. I am the theme that my sword is. I wasn't intending to win. Originally, this was my first idea. Voices come from within. And it was very much a like, hey, look at all the ways we can do magic with a sword. I don't want to do that. And they're going to patch that out. What year was that? I don't remember. 2022? 3? Might be 4. I don't even remember. I think it's 24. February 24. Second idea was the one I showed earlier. With the Lajbichak over the water. We'll want a Kartok vs. Claw to get more spotlight. And then I settled on River Tutor. For those who haven't looked at River Tutor, I need to put it on the right background. Here we go. This is the background. River Tutor is a very simple sword. It's got the most effort I have ever put into fullering. Dear fucking god, that hurt my hands. We've got our... Hold on. Let's start from the base. We have our triple fuller turning into the three tongues right here. And from those three tongues, we have the three-tongued serpent coming again. And from that, we have the three-tongued serpent coming again, who is chasing, surprise, surprise, the Deeming Moon and the three-tongued serpent. There's a bit of a canon going on, right? Yeah. It's a cool thing. A little bit of engraving, a little bit of taste. It's not there to be super practical. I wanted to try these bone pieces. I had to do some shenanigans to stop the cut-off that happens here. Actually, I had to do a cross-section on this side. Some more sculpting, and, you know, I had to work on the giant snake looming in the background. I fucking love that. Lighting is underrated. The snake isn't even that good. We can't get the pieces that big. He has at least 3 ends. He just kind of breaks off. But that's okay. I didn't need that to be a complete snake. I specifically wanted to be gloomy and looming in the background. I played around with the lighting a lot. Which you might see if you watch the end of the stream. There's some really dramatic, depth of field. You get depth of field if you go into view mode and screenshot mode. But I very much did it for a Necrokalaka. Kind of? Serpentongception, hold on, where are we? Depth of field, warm light, yes. Warm light, I don't like the warm light as much, because I am a slut for contrast. I love contrast. If something is like, oh man, that's really cool, half of a sword and only shadow that I can see, I'm having a good day usually. I like to be able to see things without needing to like parse where the light begins and ends. Like, look at this. You could see where the filler is. Had a lot of fun with this, though, because I had to determine, like, am I do the half light? Am I going to do half backlight? Backlight, which has some really cool effects on it. Or there's another one over here, I think it is. There's an angle I can get where it's just his face and a tiny bit of his tail. I think it's this one. I'd, like, just barely inch it in to the frame. For the record, this guy looks goofy as fuck from just about any other angle. Because there's, like, another bump right here that I hate. All about the presentation. Anyway, that was just that one. Chiaroscuro official challenge. Ooh, unofficial challenge. Yeah. Well, there's a whole game about it recently, Axelaris. A whole game about it. Good evening! Hey, we already went past your piece. Thank you for the follow. Autobot Steve, I am about to read, not immediately, but I am prepping myself to read the IDW run of Transformers, as you should be happy to hear. Artistic movement technique involving contrasting light and shadow. I should look into it now. Ray tracing, please. Yes. Hall of Famers, absolutely. Welcome to Twitch, Unlucky Kid. First time chat, everyone give them a hand. No, actually, we didn't shit on it, I don't think. You had Balin, right? Where's Balin gone? Purgatory. No. You had a decent piece. The sword itself could use some work, because it is a little heavy, and that's ignoring some of the pieces. It's a little heavy, there's no distal taper. But other than that, no, you got some good designs going on here. I really like the milled look of these pieces in the fuller. I really like the scutum shape, and think that if that was done with relief engraving, it would have been better. Oh god, everyone's coming in. How's it going, Morgana? Welcome, welcome, you people everywhere. Holy shit. I like the traditional engraving that you've done on these twisted pieces. I think you could have done better on this. I like this pommel, and your smith mark is cool. That's a brief rundown. You can go down and look at the VOD to get a better idea of all of my criticisms and comments. But no, you're doing fine. Let's see who's up next, because we're just going to run past this guy. The idea of me... Oh, fuck! No, there's one more thing I need to point out on my sword. No, I didn't. No, I already did it. We already pointed out all the River Tongue bits. This is a reference to River Tongue and what I've done with and for the community. Having the giant spooky snake in the background was just to show off the lighting. Robin Birdsong. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Guiding Voice, Age of Song, Age of Sundering. This is a remix, I believe. Yes, it's you. We're going to look at the Age of Song. The Age of Sundering is the Age of Song, but worse. Huh? Oh, what voice am I doing for this? In days long... No. In days long past, during the Age of Song, this blade held the tongue of the voices. With a gentle tap, one could hear them hum. The soft sound of a beacon to the gathering... The soft sound... there we go. The soft sound a beacon to gathering the whispers of the wilds. Parse is a little weird. Of wind, water, wood, and will, together to harmonize into a deific chorus, bringing order to chaos. A singular point to which all roads lead. Hold on a second. A singular point, Robin. A singular point, Robin. Where? Which one? Now in the modern age, the age of sundering, with the voices silenced, and with no need for a tongue, the blade still hums. But now none answer the call, reducing a once powerful artifact to little more than a less than ideal weapon that removes the element of surprise. It's reimagining. Let's look at your photos first. Fucking slap that on an album cover. Rainbows! Rainbows! Just love the hilt. I love the transverse engraving. Mysterious Sigil 1 cross-section. Oh my god, if I find no taper on this, you're going into the pit. That's cool. Got that Del Toro Quest-ass vibe going out of the gems there. The loyalty setup. Let's take a look. When I click on this, I'm going to see more than one cross-section, aren't I? Change length, curvature, skibidi-bop-bop-bop, cross-section. Oh, good, we do have a secondary cross-section. Excuse me, what are you doing down here? I see. I see. You can do that with Square Aquilans, you know. Devin Townsend album? Yes, this looks exactly like Empath. This looks like the cover of Empath, but it's a sword. Oh, it does have a point. What is this? No, it's still got 2 points. 4 points even. I dig it. I dig it so much, though. I don't know if you should kind of realize. We can do overlap colors to combine them. So, like, you get cyan right here. I see that, like, it's not given as much length as the others, but we have RGB. We get orange and shit. Like, there's purple. There's true orange. Not to mention all the pastels we get with white. Hey, how's it going? We're on the gay one. Over on YouTube, Mad Dog Bites, we're on the gay one. Power Nerd. Power Nerd is such a good song, too. Fix the thin tip on the Dusak. No, your Dusak was fine. Your Dusak was fine. I wasn't criticizing. You brought it down to the right level. Perfectly. It might be a tiny lie. Like, if you think that's the thing that needs to be fixed, sure. But I trust you more. Super Dwarf Del Toro Quest has an anime. It has a full anime available for free on YouTube. What else we got going on here? I like those obsidians. Those are obsidian? Yeah, they're obsidian. I like those. This vibe is an unutilized theme. There's Space Better have mixed color. Space allows for exactly 2 representations of each color. Well, if it allows exactly 2 representations of each color, then you would have had exactly enough for the full wavelength once. Because you would have had the same length for each. This vibe, though, like black on glowing white, soft glowing white, is ghosty. And I don't think anyone's done anything with this. Maybe Gonjuga, one of my pieces. But I think there's, like, this is the color scheme that needs to be explored. What else do we got? We have kind of a velvety twisted grip vibe grip. This is okay. The pommel's great. How are we doing sword-wise? We are actually doing good sword-wise. Who dares follow me? Follow our goal of 130 nuclear hubris. Thank you. Thank you for the follow, indeed. Oh god! Oh, sounds... How dare you, Twitch?
Please drink some water, you thirsty.
Oh, you know, I probably should. Hold on a moment. Hydrate or dehydrate. Ah. Mad Dog. Oh, yeah, welcome. Yes, Mad Dog, you did the really cool engraving on that one knife in particular. I get cyan under use. Nobody's done a cyan sword yet. We've done green swords and blue swords and yellow swords, but no one's done a cyan one yet, just saying. Streamers of the Hydrate Redeem, it's so good. Yay. It is hard to remember everybody, but you had a really good knife. Oh, yeah, with the... Eventually, I'll actually put the points up on a lot of those things. I don't really care right now. Nobody uses them enough for me to really care. And at a certain point, I just stop drinking and just start going, yup, I drank. I do try to be honest with it. This is cool. There's not as much to say about this one because it is very self-evident what it is, what it's trying to do, and it accomplishes that. Sorry. I can judge the length better. Give me a moment. I'd call that 90-something centimeters. That's a good one-handed sword. That, like, other than the fact that it's a bifurcated blade, that'll work. Dullahan was going to be a ghostly cyan. Ooh. Ooh. What else do we got coming up? What do we have coming up? I'm not going to look at the Sundered version. I don't think we have that much time. Silver Soul by Chisco. Chisco? Chisco? Chescale? That person. There. Ages rise and fall, voices come and go, songs sung epoch after epoch may rhyme but bear different lyrics each time, such as anyone who has ever heard the song Scarborough Fair, which is actually like really fucking old. The Silver Soul only dwells with an adventurer so long as they remain liminal. It is a constant companion in the wilds, a sharp edge against the people of rules. Make no hearth or home, or it will vanish, gone to the roads and woods once more. No tyrant may lay hands upon it, no matter how they may hunt this fox. To reconcile freedom to order is shattering contradiction. A shattering contradiction. We have... Is that Olma? Is that Olma? No. I think Chisco has a Conlang script. I'll look into that. No, it's from a game. What game is it from? Yeah, so Scarborough Fair, which I would love to play right now. I think I might be able to get away with it. It's actually from a song called The Elfin Knight, where an elf rides up on a Scottish lady. The lyrics have a bit of interpretation of whether or not he's threatening assault and abduction, or if he's proposing marriage. It might be both, and she replies in kind. He gives her several tasks, or he's going to take her away, and she says, well, if you're going to make me do those tasks, here's some impossible tasks for you to do for me to even consider that. Which is kind of a marriage proposal thing at the time. Let's look at the sword for a moment. Some of those lyrics remain. I love the engraving. I love the engravings. I like the hilt a bit. It gets a little thin for me. Maybe it'll work. It'll probably be fine. It's the sort of sword where you can be like, it's fine. I like the blade shape. It's a little broad, but I like broad blades. I don't like Type 2 Type 2 transvoyance. Type 2 flamboyance. That's a really well done fox. Nothing special done with the lighting. That's fine. We're taking a look. That's the letter C. If I typed in loss here, would I be able to get a sword, do you think? Bit thick on the grip. Oh, it's Kipash! Hold on a second. Where is it? Oh, that's kind of interesting. I assume that's to cover up the hard point. Which one is it? Which one's the main one? I didn't find it. It's I see. It's on this. It's on the wrap. No, it has to be below the wrap. It has to be the one in line with the center. Is it you? No. Oh, that's 3/4. So it is the it's the bottom. It's the bottom right. Bottom left, rather. This guy? Is this? There's another one inside. Okay, that's fine. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. There's one inside here that links across to here. This is why we color code our pieces. Cube. Have I tried this one? Yes. Have I tried all 4? It's gotta be that one. Why is that one jumping all the way back here? Because it's on the primary. Okay, hold on. We need to check something. Is it this one? It's this one. It fits. It fits. Well done. Well done. Control Z all the way back. We have a Yelman. Other than the... Hold on, let me grab the Gnome Tech. Just take that off the side. How we're doing? Little heavy. It's a two-handed. It's a two-handed saber. It doesn't need to be light. Point of balance at 19. Honestly, that's fine. For a two-handed saber. It's a little high. A little bit high. Is that because of the thickness? Or does it have a taper? It tapers. It doesn't taper quite enough, I think. But maybe that's on purpose. Oh, I don't know. I like it, though. In terms of a sword-ass sword, this is good enough. Good stuff. Give it a B tier. I also like the fox theme. I don't know how much it fits in with the theme, but I'm going to assume it does. It is guiding you into the wild. Can we justify it? Yes, then it fits the theme. We're good. Scarborough Fair. Yeah, Scarborough Fair is like 1,200 years old. And some of the lyrics still remain. They say a shirt of leather. Originally it was sark, which does mean shirt. What was the other one? A bunch of the lyrics change up, and one of the words just gets fully misinterpreted. Ye mountain make me a linen sark. Blow winds, blow. Oh, what the fuck am I looking at? Hold on. I forgot to... Blue Point by Alia RS. Alia? For those who choose death with a sword in hand over life and chains, may this blade guide them toward freedom and a brighter dawn. What the fuck am I looking at? That's gotta be hell. Oh, we got a little bit of a failure on the shaping. But goddamn. Time ends now. Resistance to tyranny is obedience to... Yeah, resistance to tyranny is obedience to God. I don't like the shape for a T. I don't know what the fuck's going on here. Oh, their kerning's also off. They could have moved the R back and they would have been able to put the Y in. But I like this design. Has to be presented in a certain light. What light did they choose? They chose the black background. I dig it. Again, kerning's off. Contrast high. Blue and gold is just such a good fucking combo. Gold. Yellow was the most shit on color in my mind. It is like the bottom of our primary secondary set. Change the lighting too. Yeah, yellow, bottom of our primary secondary set. I actually like the other lighting better. Makes it pop. But yellow has gold, and none of the other metals, when they go into metallic color, pop like gold does. A little bit of a squish going on here. I don't know if that's on purpose. I don't think it is. Is this resmagged? This is a resmagged guard with the kakalaka tips. Well, I mean, like, you can't bribe the judges that way. We are one-sided. We are in the House of Green. Honestly, not a bad shape. Kind of got the video gamey shape. This was definitely a lot of effort. I dig it. I get that. I would hate that grip. Oh my god, it looks nice, but I would despise it. Oh god, every part of it would just rub against your hand. This is nice. I like this combo of mild taper versus strong taper. And I like that A. Actually, I like the gilded plates. Gilded bracket, apparently, doing its job down here. That's what you wear gloves for? No, screw that. I gotta pick out my sword. I'm not gonna go put on my gloves first. Very itty, yeah, hand bitey. Second cross section. Oh, that's a good question. It is flat. It does have a second cross section. Oh. I see we have a... I think there's an ability misbehaving here. I think I know what it is. There's a fuller. I don't think that's supposed to be like that. I could be wrong. Wait, what? Hold on, I didn't even parse that it has a fuller. But we have a full-ass trench run going on here. And then it's not a fuller. And then it's... I know what's going on, and I know how to fix it. Give me a moment. I'm gonna give the sword its fair due. Where are we? Okay, you're supposed to be the beginning. Oh. Delete. Change thickness. So that's the beginning. Right there. And that's the end. So if I walk this up all the way to here. Oh. Shake off. There we go. If I just drop this. I think we got it. It flattened out the Quillins. We're going to ignore that for now. But that is what happened. Still, though, that's nice. It's single fold? Kind of. Kind of. You can see my computer struggling with it. Woo! Hi. The name of the sword is just Hi. Can't wield the gloves if it makes an angle grinder. If you can wield it without gloves, is it truly a good weapon? Yes. Unambiguously, yes. The answer is yes. The best weapon is wielded with a slip of the tongue. Cool. Actually, the lighting on that first image is also pretty fire there. Could do some work. I'm not going to try. Collection of mining tools given to our forester fox, a crow of the mining pits and forests. Ranging from across the ages, the simple Nelly, a candle holder from the Forest of Dean, used before safety lamps, designed to go in the mouth and be supported on the chest, to one of the first safety lamps, a Geordie lamp, to a carbide lamp. Also includes some hand axes, ackers, a mallet, some coal wedges, a small canteen, and a miner's hook called a dog and chain int varist. A dog and chain int varist? It includes a well-known engraving from Varist, a rendition of the miner's brass found in All Saints Church, Newland. Newland? It's definitely, like, they might say Newland, but for British place names, that could probably be pronounced Nund. Watch the video? Yes, I will. Description and title is written in Varspec, a dialect of English from the Forest of Dean, which, again, could probably be pronounced Dun. When it comes to the British, their respect for their own place names just does not exist. What's this river called? The Thames. Ah, does that have any sort of schwa-like letter in it? No, it's got an A. Oh. And apparently Axelaris did the...
I've been given a script to read to you. With a billion studs to quadru. So as to quai, and let's quadru it series. Starting off, we got Sussinelli, and total comp for into pit. Tonight, go on your chops and onto your comp off to the side of your yard. After that, we has a Geordie lamp, an old safety lamp. These replace comps on account of fire damp or flammable gases. And the carbide lamp here took over, before we found newfangled ways of finding fire damp before it went up. Oh, now we have just some wedges for knocking a coal clean off the wall. We have a canteen, brought in your drink.
Oh, hold on, there's an ad. Oh no, we'll do it again. Hold on. Playing it on your own tab. No, we'll... Okay, we'll let it play through. People that subscribed.
We have a canteen,
ooh. We will run through it again.
A dog and chain for pulling out beams of stone.
Beams of stone.
We have all your ackers for getting girt stones of coal and a mallet for the wedges. Last but not least, who has an engraving, an historic one called the Miner's Brass from here in Tavares. Anyways, that's all there for you. So clean off. Next.
So I can understand pretty much all of that. We'll wait for the ad break to be over. We'll still look at the pictures before I go back through that. My own people's accent is similarly apocalyptically bad. It is an offense to hear. Yeah, no, I could understand most of that. There's a little bit near the beginning that I missed. I will come back to it. But nope, that's just how people talk around here. Not exactly, but it's very similar to the accent that I should have. In fact, if it weren't for the autism, it would be a lot of that. Managed to understand it after you played it 2-3 times. Fun to listen to. 1 minute left on ad break. Yes, we're still going to look at the pieces, at the pictures specifically with the lighting. And it looks like you almost tried to go for the lighting of like a side lamp, either in a museum or in a mine museum especially. Posture check. How fucking dare you call me out like that? I'm going to drink some tea. If anyone knows Lavare tea, like anyone who makes Lavare tea, I'm willing to put their logo down in the bottom corner for like a palette of 1001 Nights. I'll just take their logo, just put it on my PNG tuber, like in the amulet, and we'll just leave it there for about a year, just to get me more of that tea. Right now I've got a golden mango and it's solid. I like this piece, honestly. It speaks to a lot. This would be a bit small for what I think it is supposed to be. Lighting inspired by the local museum, the Dean Heritage Center. Yeah, it's got we did mood lighting as a museum exhibit vibes. It's got incandescent bulbs. Okay, everyone's back. We'll go through it again.
We've been given a script to read to you.
So that line there I didn't get. No, not that.
We've been given a script to read to you.
He's been given a script to read. Abilius Stas Squadru. That line missed entirely.
Starting off, we got Sussinelli, and total comp for into pit. Tonight, grind your chops and onto your comp off the side of your yard.
That one I didn't quite get, but they're talking about it just like being useful when you're doing mining. I got that.
We has a Geordie lamp, an old safety lamp. These replace comps on account of fire damp or flammable gases.
Yeah, it's just an upgrade. It helps. What was it? Fire damp. Fire damp, I think, is a term used on lamps themselves. I don't know it, but I understood it.
Lamp here took over before we found newfangled ways of finding fire damp before it went up.
Honestly, my grandfather has had a little bit of this accent going on.
Oh, no,
mining gases. Yeah, okay, good.
Some wedges for knocking a coal clean off the wall.
Yeah, this is just how people talk here.
We have a canteen for
yep.
your rink.
A little bit of Samwise Gamgee going on.
For pulling out beams of stone.
Beams of stone.
We have all your hackers.
All your hackers.
Stones of coal and a mallet for the wedges. Last but not least, we have an engraving, an historic one called the Miner's Brass from here in Tavares. Anyways, that's all there for you. So clean off.
Clean off. Yeah, I got that. Most of that. There were a couple of lines that were like, oh, I don't know what those words are. But the vowel sounds made sense. The order of the sentence made sense. I understood most of the words in the order they were and what they were trying to intend. Yes. Messiah. Oh, we had a Gara piece. Garakudo. For some reason, I keep flipping the last two letters and it comes out Garadoku, but it's Garakudo. Here we go. That was fantastic, though. Oh, we didn't... Hold on. Hold on a second. We didn't load it up. Got distracted by the video and the ad read. Doom. Loading. Conjuring. Here we go. Turn off that. Hit that button again. I don't know, man. That candle looks kind of sus. I get it though. Yeah, pop it in your mouth. Pop it in the side there. Go up against your cheek. Lay it against your chest. Get a similar one. Build and the video work together? Yes, they do. Copper, let's take a look at this here, because I see some shenanigans. What is this? How about the hour, buddy? So, buddy, what are you at? Someone saying the words, buddy, what are you at, to you here just means hello. Hey, buddy, what are you at? What is this? What is this? Stumpy Enchanted Yellow. I see what you're trying to do. They're trying to do a bit of a wick thing. I get it. There's the grip. That's not bad. Carbon arc lamp light. Ooh, I don't think you'd have quite that. You'd have the black rod. I guess if it's a museum piece, they'd light it themselves, wouldn't they? Oh, that's a clever handle. Canteen. You just put the water inside. Don't worry about it. Hold on. I gotta grab my way forward. There we go. Stumpy, blue wrap indigo. Just one bean? Yes, it is. That makes sense to put that in there. They really like the wicks. They look bright and lit. For the arc lamp, it's a lot brighter, isn't it? Yeah, man. When it comes to doing accents like that, there's always the problem of the glottal stops if you're not used to glottal stops and people overdoing it. And you managed to hit it. There were a couple times where I think your normal accent snuck in near the end. But that's hard to pick up on. I see seams in the wedges! I just spotted this. I do like this. The rusting. The detailing on the rust. That's good. Oh, that's a nice string. I like that. Did you use the braiding? Rope wrap hemp, whirlpool of rum. Give me a second. No, it doesn't look any better. Oh, excuse me. Oh, it didn't like that. Give it a moment. Ah, there you go. One of your U's came through when you were talking about people clearing off. Oh, we've got our maker's mark. That's clean as fuck, actually. That's clean. I like that, Morgana. Making him hit right? Yeah. The twist. We do have a different one that might be better for that there. That might have been the better choice there. What is this? Is that the blade? Yeah, it's the blade. A little bit of resmag going on. We got a little coal. Oh, it's a little coal mine. And hackers. Hackers. That's a good use of pieces, honestly. It's nice to have things that are like exhibit pieces. What is going on here? Why? And the feels off about that. Well, that's fine. Oh, that was good. On to the Garakodo piece. Yeah, look at the Control-Z time and look at the load time for my background. Like, getting the music going. Me trying to load up this menu takes almost as long as it did to Control-Z on 100 gnomes. Here we go. Actually, while that's loading. Never mind, I just loaded your piece again. Huh. Behold, he is coming with the clouds, and every eye will see him. Huh? There we go. Enter does not conjure. Huh? It's taking a while. Gonna be there for a smidge for Gara's piece? Yeah, that makes sense. Let's look at the photos while that's loading. Right off the bat, we do have wonderfully sculpted mannequin women. which I feel like I would like more if something was different, but I don't know what, because it's like, it is a display of skill that no one has hitherto shown, but something feels off about it. And I don't know what it is. Is it the heads being too big? Is that it? Is it something with the feet? Is it something about their pose? I don't know. Oh. Oh no, it's still loading. The 5-year-old in you saw oh, titties, and the full-grown adult went, holy shit, look at the detail on the wings. Yeah. We'll get to that. Its floating stud already is an amazing addition. Like, these gems, the studs, going around, giving it a faceted look is something I've been chasing for a long time. I like what's going on visually in many ways. Oh, it worked. Oh. Oh, we're in FPS hell. We're in, it takes me time to open up the options menu hell. We're in very low. I might need to turn it down. We'll do that later. I'm not a coward. I like the halos. One of them's offset. Rotated. I like the jewel-like look of blued steel on most parts. We're back to the front. Yeah, the game does not like me right now. It is complaining. Negative FPS. I got to gold in Overwatch 1 on my first try at competitive on 23 frames a second, sometimes down as low as 2 on a failing laptop GPU. We don't need frames in this house. Let's put it on a different background so we can actually see it. There we go. No sparks on this background. Something feels off about... I don't know what it is. Those are beautiful wings, though. It's to the point where, like, you almost stop seeing the whole part. You just start seeing them as wings. Something feels weird, and I don't know what. I do kind of like the spine vibe going on here. Oh. Oh, that wasn't off-center. That was just the look from an angle. They look like they're rotated when they're not. You can see the frames going down. They're sort of anime. That might be it. But, like, these banger-ass hands. This looks like Reboot. What do we got flat-catted in here? What is that piece? Oh, it's the collars with the gem insets. Right, because it's resmagged hollow and then run down the center again. Oh, he's got a hamon on the edge. So you can tell you got someone who's Japanese when you got hamon on the edge of every sword. This is very thick. That's fine. It's not trying to be a realistic sword. It's trying to be a fancy one. What do we have here? Oathel. Oh, it doesn't spell anything. I don't think. Gor. Although no, that's off. That's Lagos. Is that Wanjo? That should be that's Thorasas. That's Thor, right? Any taper? There's a mysterious sigil. I believe there's a taper somewhere on this build. Yeah, that's Thorn. So it's THLTHE. The THG. TPE. I don't think that spells anything. It looks not random, but I don't understand it. Gor. Egor. Gagor. Yeah, I don't think that spells anything. I always love floating stud as a thing. So it actually looks like he beefed up the blade's thickness and width. Placed the floating studs around and then shrunk it back down. So he didn't go crazy with that. What is this? Bulky mushroom. Really? No, it's cell sorts. Those are all cell sorts. Are they joined end to end? Nope, they're floating. No, oh god. Oh no. Oh, lad, child, there was a better way to do this. Oh, you poor soul. Oh no. Yeah, there's a single fold down the middle. Is that... Hold on, I just fucking clocked the Hamon. And I think... Oh no. Are we frozen? I think we're frozen. There is definitely a better way for that exact effect. You could do it with the flutes now. Just run the flutes up once and rotate them. We have frozen. The game is in the middle of crashing. We'll give it a second. My computer's not bad. It's got a 1660. Control Shift Escape. Like, we're doing okay. What's maxed out? Nothing is maxed out. Memory's a little high. It's probably my GPU. Hold on. Processes. Oh, there it goes. Is it finally crashed? It's not. I think... Oh, we got frames back. You know what? That's because I controlled Z to put it back into place. Are these floating stud? This is all floating stud. Sorry, I just clocked that. I just clocked that. This entire build is floating stud. Oh, they got little kneeling spots to kneel on. They got little leg hooks. Good. Yeah, the entire thing is floating stud. That's kind of clever, actually. It's like a sword you can't really hold. Very Ava. Very, very, very Ava. Mounted on the new ferrules. I could see that. Yeah, Feast of Ages. Gems are sunk off ferrules, yeah. No, they're mounted. They're like fucking floating. I could see right through them. There's a couple of them sliding in. It looks like they're following their pattern. Their spiral pattern just kind of ties off. But, nope, they're all floating. This entire build is floating, and mostly studs. There is a scary amount of gnome tech. Let's zoom out and judge it as one whole piece. Because, like, there are parts of this I'd take, parts of this I'd leave. It's good. There's no... Are you streaming on a Fisher-Price leaf? No, I am streaming on a 1660 with, like, 32 gigs of RAM? I forget. It's not a good PC, but it's an okay PC. It's been doing a lot of work since COVID. And I'm not affording a new one anytime soon, so it's gonna make it last. If the whole concept was inspired by Gothica, maybe. It's got some shit going, though. Like, I love it. Something is off about the figures, but still an execution of skill that we've yet to see. Oh, I'd like to shout out to Morgana for having a taper in their piece. Let's go look at a different piece now. Built both sets custom? Yeah. I saw that. It's wild. It's just absolutely insane sculpting, and that's just welcome to the rest of your class creators. We know how that's going to go. Lego with Beacon Break. The sword is known by travelers as a beacon of hope in the darkest of wilds. When the eyes of a weary wanderer see this blade glow in the dark of the night, they know the light has saved them. It's got the Rutherford Bohr model of the atom in the pommel, or in the grip rather. Rather simple build, but it's doing its job rather nicely. Oh god, is it just a Batman reference? No, it can't be just a Batman reference. It does have a Batman vibe though. Kind of nuclear? Yeah. That's the Rutherford Bohr model of the atom. Oh. Alt. Anytime you get stuck like that, always hit Alt. Oh, because he's doing flat catting up the center. He, they? I do not know. We have no taper. No taper. None. I do like this. This setup here, in the middle, actually fire. That's a vibe. Have a good one, Robin. Zero taper? Terrible. Terrible. Throw it out the window. It's got a vibe. It's going somewhere, but I don't know where. There's no language coming for it for me, right? What is it evoking? You know? It's something. It's pretty good. It's the black and yellow is not evoking any particular style for me. It feels like it should, but it's just not. Other than Batman, which the fishtail pommel is kind of notorious for. And yes, we already went through the pictures. We are getting down to the bottom. North Point Cutter. Bronze sword is a weapon of love. During the Industrial Revolution, many inventors found ways to create equipment for explorers of the New World. Tara, the inventor of North Point, made the sword equipped with a clock and a compass for her husband, Maureen. Maureen, in turn, used this blade until it broke, and even then he found himself back to his lover's arms. The only part still working of the blade is the compass she made that points to her heart, which implies a very powerful magnetic field. Have a good one, Robin. I kind of like that stirrup. I don't like the clock. It's clean, but I don't like it. What's going on underneath, though? Is that all engravings? I think that's all engravings. In which case, fucking Polly. Clever as fuck. Yep, that's all engravings. Nice wood. Eye of Nadred. Really short sword, 50 centimeters in bronze. In the Industrial Age? Don't know how I feel about that. And a centimeter thick. Oh. But it will cut. Get a bit of shelving happening near the tip. Yeah, there it is. It's on the front. That's what happens when you combine the point ability with a curve. Wild way to get some texture? I mean, it worked. The best part of the sword, actually. And I do like that grip. Simple. Anything on the bottom? I don't see anything. Anything inside? Nope. Simple concept. It'll work. I think we can do better. Defining pair. Oh, I remember this one being posted up. As your hand grips these handles, they come alive. Huh? Emerging from the crossguard and handle, enshrouding... crossguard, for the record, I think comes up in like 1799 as the earliest. Enshrouding your hands in a magical knuckle bow and sweeping guard made entirely of water. Ooh. The weapon urging you the direction of your truest desire. That might be a bit of a stretch on the theme. We might just be playing with water. Wax hive, serving as a calyx. I wouldn't want to parry with that. Can I fit my hand in, is the next question. I believe the answer is yes. In fact, I'm just going to say yes. I love that dagger. I would never use it, but I just love that dagger. It's both simple and complex. Like, this had a lot of effort put into it. I think it could have been more. Oh, ooh. We're doing 1.28 kilograms, including... That's not bad. That's actually really good. How are we doing the thickness of the base? 4.5 down to 2? Down to 1. A little thin. It's working. It's doing its job. I call it good. What do we got here? Oh, is that traditional engraving? That's traditional engraving. Good lord, that handguard. Yeah, I don't know. It's a good concept. Doesn't feel right. Same vibe as the Assassin's Creed 2 Scivona. Ooh. Scivona, sorry. It's the CH in Italian. It's got the little side rings. I think the side rings are a bit much. But I dig it. Like, in terms of video game design, this is doing fine. Lean into the dowsing element more. Yeah. Oh, yes, I guess that is what it's supposed to be. Divining rods. Okay, yeah, I could see that leaning into the theme a bit. Spring Wave Dasher Hanger. Upcoming in the Age of Song, this blade was passed down from captain to captain aboard a pirate vessel, Wave Dasher. I thought we were going to have a pirate theme so much. Oh, we're going red again. I was almost certain we had a pirate theme going on. The saber is historical somewhere. I'm not fully sure where. That's not a bad bat. Oh, you know what? I know those swirls. I know those swirls. I know those swirls. Uh-huh. Not quite the same. But I think I know what they were going for. Almost looks like the Sunny's main as well. Looks like a devil fruit, yeah. Kinda got like a Kabuto thing going on here. What's... Oh, he's missing one. He's missing a langet. Or not langet, he's missing a hook. That's interesting. Oh, it's good. I like the shape. How long is that handle? Might be a little too long. I think the handle might be too long. Let's find out. It's also very light because it's at 0.3 the entire way. Let's see. Grip. No, the handle's just kind of thin. It'll be fine. It's a little thin, a little weedy, but it'll do. Is that double-edged? It is double-edged. Good geometry on the tip. We can deal with that. We'll figure it out. Normally, you want to like hold those bottom two fingers kind of together. They're doing the powering of wrist cuts. Pinkies will do... Sorry. Yes. Hold the top two together. Bottom two will power wrist cuts. The top two will do point. It's for small hands. No, they have to be very small hands in order to need it to be that long, but that thin. I'd make it shorter by about 3 centimeters. That's good, though. It's a clean one, and honestly, we needed that shape to show up in the Discord at some point. Now we have Lua. No words, just Tide of the Great Sea. Again, with the sea and the nautical theme, everyone thought we were getting a pirate theme. I dig it. I dig it. So we have another relief engraving blade mark. Oh. Come on, Lua, you know better. Also, so yeah, single cross section, no taper. Let's find it. It's going to be here somewhere. It's all that, and then it's still a relief engraved smith mark. Where is your sin? I know it's in here. Oh, I guess not. Let's throw it over to the flyer background. Oh, there we go. Oh. Well, that's kind of important. There we go. That is a beautiful compass. People gotta start, like, not pointing their swords north when they make these. Show that the compass is a compass. That is really nice compass, actually. The revamped version? Yeah. Take a look in a minute. I don't know. It doesn't feel like a choice. Let's take a look. Maybe it's 40 cross-sections and they're all just identical. Blade mode. Give me a minute. Oh, there is a second cross-section. Where is it? Really? I guess that makes sense. I guess it would have had to be a choice at this point. A little bit of gnome tech. Those 4 rings are pretty fucking sick. That compass is the best I've seen so far. It's a bronze sword. Yeah, it's got a balance at 20 centimeters though. The wrong end, yeah. Bronze sword do taper the cross section to the point like that. Yeah? But not at a centimeter thick and 84 centimeters long on a 2-handed sword. Oh, hand and a half sword, I guess. With a modern era compass. It's a bat? Yeah, it's... Look up here. It is chunk. Like, you're not parrying it. Running out of time on that one? That makes sense. It's fine. I'm not gonna deride it. None of these are bad swords. There are a couple like, hey, you're new early on. Who's this guy? Corpse Light. I see it. I wish I did not. The brand of a dead god, mayhaps, from the war. To pierce men's eyes, to goad them to a killing frenzy. Is not right that we should see this thing. No, that light wounds us, child. Wounded me. There is suffering in it. And it will lead your way. God, it will light your way, but will you understand? Will you go where it leads? Go then. Follow. Leave me to my meat and bread. It's not my place to understand. I'm sorry, you're a dwarf, you're automatically Scottish. We got some images. We have the skull. I saw you working on this so long. This is sick. Do you imagine trying to explain this to somebody? Smithing a hall? Smithy hall? Just... The one song from Blind Guardian that isn't on Spotify is Children of the Smith, and I am so displeased. Ah, it is nice. I'm not going to have as many words for this because I watched it being made. But it's good. You know it's good. It's cool as fuck. Huh? Okay, good. That was the right one. There we go. Did you even get a shot from this far out? Can you get the camera out that far? I guess you rotate it, so you look down the hall again. Oh. I see your mistake. I see your mistake. Yes. Yeah, I guess the camera doesn't go out that high. So you don't need to care about these ones here. Oh, yeah, that's because it's the reflection, right? It's got to be above this. and looking this way. Let's take a look. So we have our skull. Plural. God, if you wanted to fuck with someone, like, real bad, when you're on the reflection, you can have the eyes in this skull looking up at them. We have our skull, and our skull. Now, that's going to get the guiding light, though, you gotta admit. It's not so much a sword as it is a very, very magical wand. And we love it for that. Oh, that's interesting. The details are different. That's fine. That would have been a lot of work. There we go. Look at the back. I'm obviously not judging this on swordiness. This is said to be... Yeah, single fold res mag out the back. Did a lot of the guard with the change width function. I like that grip. I like that grip a lot. The barrel's a bit weird, but like I dig it, you know? Hit the light button. Oh. Oh, that's cool. Lights up one of them. Hold on, I've lost the sword. There we go. I think I derailed the camera doing that. So I was going up and it just... How did I ascend like that? Wait, hang on. I was off track. How? Oh, wait a second. Okay, I figured out how to derail the camera. Because I'm now below the sword. Oh wait, no, I'm not. Do this. Ah, fuck it. You saw it, though. I derailed the camera. You're now upside down. Whoa, hold on. Let's do a really cool camera flight. And hell yeah. It's cool. Keystone by Lepus. What are we looking at? None living know this blade is hewn from the stone, or how it keeps an edge, why, or how. Let's just say the sword chooses its master, faintly glowing, amethyst, judge of worthiness. Is this on theme? I don't think so. Is it cool? Yeah. Dale or lead? Lead. God, English is a terrible language. Yep, it's just a stone sword. And single cross section. And no taper. But we don't have a mysterious sigil. That's cool, it's a concept. That was Lepus. A guy, Essence, why did you abandon us? Humanity is doomed. They cannot continue as a species. The gods abandoned them, and only if they return shall humanity survive, but even a god can die. This is one of the central tenets of Buddhism. Anything that started is gonna end. And if it did neither start nor end, then it isn't moving. And you don't need to worry about it. As a concept, as a fit, I hesitate to say. Yeah. What do we got going on here? This is Essence. Oh, look, they left the They left the balance on in the shot. That's okay. New person. Yeah, like literally. Clover. Essence. Okay, a guy. What is your picture? What am I looking at? Looking at a two-handed sword? That looks beefy. That looks uncomfortably beefy. And kind of basic. Oh, that looks nice. Let's see. I don't know. What is this? Half a kilogram. But it starts as a centimeter thick. It has a taper. It's an extremely strong taper. Down to 3. Yeah, okay, we're doing fine there. It loses the edge entirely at the tip. That doesn't bother me that much. We were talking about reinforced tips earlier. That's a strong taper. Let's get the light. And it's got a very bi-diamond cross-section. Square grip. It'll work. I don't know. I don't think there's any gnome tech or anything happening on the go. No res mag. Yeah, single cross-section. Oven. Oh, yeah. No Maker's Mark, no gnome tech. Anything interesting happening? Oh! No, that's just the guard being built. We got a little something. That's the Quillins. Nah. It was a good attempt. The mark of a chef, the oven mark. Oven my broth. Strong taper, reinforced tip. No sigil at all. Ah, right. HK 416C. No road remains true, no promise holds fast. The laws of the land shift with the whim of a warlord. Yours, unfortunately, do not pay you enough. But this rifle is yours to keep. She is your beacon, your shield. Aim true and let her guide your way into victory, into security. Keep your path lit with 5.56 by 45mm NATO rounds. When hope withers and the paycheck dries, seek a new employer and prove that your steady light has what it takes in times uncertain and in roads twisted beyond recognition. How much considered the formal specs? I put a lot of thought into my specs. Like a lot. I've used swords for a long time now. 13, 14 years. It's 2022 I started. Not 2022. 2012 is when I started like actually doing HEMA. And in those years, I've met a lot of people with a lot of different types of swords. And I've got to hold a lot of them. I've got to see a lot of them, and I've done more and more research. Conjure. So that's pretty fucking sick. I have a respect for what a sword means. I have an idea of how it's supposed to feel, how it's supposed to move, what that's supposed to do in a bind. There are a lot of parts of this that are like, that's a little too thick. Oh, hold on. That looks pretty fucking sick, I'm not gonna lie. It is a gimmick. It is entirely silly. I dig it. Yeah, it's thick. Here we go. Little bit of flickering going on. That's to be expected. Red dot. I dig it. I dig it. Yeah, it's a good gun. So again, it's a little thick, but he's working with the parts he got. Yeah, I care a lot about my sword's specifics. Such that if you take the gnome tech off of pretty much every sword I make, usually as steel, sometimes I forget to change the material, they all will have a balance and rotational nodes appropriate. They'll all have appropriate taper. They'll all have a grip that should be somewhat comfortable. They'll all work like real swords. Even the ones that are a bit fancy. Hey, it's GGK. GGK is not here right now, I don't think. Sometimes you need a walking stick while exploring the lands beyond Aaron Keep. Sometimes you need to fall back on a sword. Oh, Death by Heartbreak Valley Boys. Let's take a look. GGK is a longtime supporter of the stream. I dig it. It's a giant cane sword. It's simple. There's nothing special about it. And it's fine. Oh, there might be something. There might be something to pick at. I don't hear a song at all. That is not the song I would have expected from the title, Oh Death. Come on, load up. God, I hate HTML5 loaders doing this. I miss the days when you could just watch a goddamn video. Yay! Found the song? Yeah, it's not something I'd associate with Oh Death. But then again, my Oh Death comes from a fucking album called Blessed by the Night. I need to check something immediately. We're at 45. Tapering down to about 2. Not counting the tip. How are we doing? Oh, that was the oval. I thought I had something else. Thought I had the mount point. I see a mount point, but it's not. Oh no, do I not see a mount point? Where is this mounted? There it is. I can see it. Let me grab it. Come on. Oh no, that's just part of the grip. Where are you? Right at the end. It's gonna be like a cube. Come on. Where are you? Oh, it's further up. There it is. Alright. Moment of truth. Ah! It's not wide enough. And I think... no. Hold on a moment. Okay, no, it fits. We're good. So it is a little too narrow. But I get it. Control Z. Control Z. Oh. My audio's crapping out. Control Z. It's not letting me undo. Fine, I'll do it the hard way. Was almost good enough. Gum Gum Fruit Flashbang? Yeah, it's because we were looking at that one basket earlier. Oh, brother, where art thou? I know, Isma Diva. Oh, it's good. It's got a little langet. That's good. Like, I'd use this. This is a fine enough sword. It's not like a perfect sword. It works. Yeah, the enshittification. I hate it. It would have been. It wasn't the slight sunk in part. It was the. It just wasn't wide enough. Where are we? Bladesong. There we are. Enduring legacy. Dan the Man. A symbol lives on long after the actions taken to instill it in the minds of the people. It served as a guide then, now, and will in the future. It can instill hope in those who gather around it and fear to those who oppose it. Spelling mistake. Fight under this banner and sear the symbol into the minds of anyone who would act as a tyrant. Create an image for the downtrodden to rally around. To arms, and down with the king. Yep. This one is a beacon, a marker, yes. Oh, we didn't look at the pictures. I thought that was a forest at first. I think it's supposed to be grass. It's a partisan. Oh, that's actually sick. I love partisans. They're kind of like a better spontoon. No one likes spontoons. The people who made spontoons didn't like spontoons. It's supposed to be grass, is it? I thought they were like little trees. Oh, yes, I remember you doing this. The offset. God, that looks like it was a pain in the ass. Cheers on it, though. We really have to find a better way to do grass. Kind of dig that handle. That link and that cord is sick. Let me just show you something cool, if it works. Oh, it doesn't work with that piece. No. Oh well. Hit. Control Z. Why is Control Z not working? There we go. Game doesn't seem to like me tabbing out. I like that. And it's partisan. Oh, there's our light patch. For the specific environment. A lot of light patches this time. There we go. You almost got to angle it a bit. Are these big enough? They should be... Okay, no, we're getting light. The local flag for my area has a very similar motif. It's hidden, but there is a sword. I dig it. Down to a science, mostly Duke... I can speak, I swear. Mostly Duke glitching? Yeah. Now, how far down are we? It's Rainmaker, and then I think it's Anarchy. No, it's Rainmaker, Axelaris, and Anarchy. And that's it. That's good, because it's just about to flip into midnight. I'm unfortunately not going to read the lore, because it's about to flip into midnight. Not easy to choose the true path. We're going to grab random sentences. Gravemark Ossuary draws upon every path that ended, every choice that broke, every hope that was buried. Haha, I lived that life. Does not choose the easy path. Reveals the true one. God, that is a nice line. And let's see the pictures. That's pretty fucking sick. That's pretty sick. Yeah, that's pretty fucking sick. I don't know if I like just the spine layout on the grip. I feel like he could have done better, but no, it's pretty fucking sick. That's pretty fucking sick. Rainmaker getting to photo booth finally. You can see it's supposed to be dangling downward. Where are we in the list? Oh, hold on a second. There's the dangle. And the back. Yes, okay, good. Oh, are we in space? Are we... Ah? It's been a while since I've seen this tech. Hey. That has been a while. Floating Feral. The Rain makes very decent, reasonable swords. And in that respect, there's like a lot of just trust the guy to do what he's doing. When he finally pulls out like tech, it's nice to see good shit happen. This is hand engraved the entire way up the edge. Common but good. Dot good. Honestly, just even the density changing See how it's... Is it less dense, or is it similarly dense? It is similarly dense. I thought it was changing density. Still. Oh no, there are fewer big ones down here than there are up here. There is a change in density, which I appreciate. Honestly, yeah, it's just a fucking fire piece. We got the compass rose going. What the fuck is this? Oh, it's the edge of a ferrule. Honestly, as a texture effect, that's pretty clever. Okay, those are lined up. I was gonna say. I'd be surprised if they weren't, but I've been surprised before. Ooh, what does it say? Bale. Eyes. No, Fez. Bale, Fez. Heaps. 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 Hypes. And TMKG. I think they're just mystical bits. They might be references to something. Oh, why do I have this one? Get off. You're gonna look at the blade stats. I know it's good. I know it's good. Kind of Maker vibes? Yeah. Yeah. But it's also its own thing, you know? Oh god, I just realized that does the outline when you got the light off it. Ah, that's good. That's just good visual design. Good job, Rain. Oh, hold on. What piece is that? It's just one piece of bone flute sticking out for one hole to be lit up. That's kind of cool. Oh yeah, it is. It is literally a spine. Something's off about the spinal pieces, though. I don't know what it is. Is it that they're too oval? No? I don't know. Oh, there's another hole there. Oh! There we go, there's a bunch. Yeah. That's sick. I've yet to play Doom, but it looks fun as fuck. One of those maybe eventuallys. Now we have another Axelaris. Mariana's Crimson Star. Again, I'm not going to get through the lore. It might just be a little inspired by Gravemark Ossuary and Corpse Light. Gravemark Ossuary was like just posted. What the fuck? 1251, 1040. Damn. Someone works fast. Repetition in a straight line could be a bit much? Yeah. Something fell off. I think we might be missing some of the lower lumbar and upper cervical pieces. Conjure, damn you. Benibio. Hit him with the old Venamion Timilium Neruccio. I don't know. I don't know how much I like that. Oh, it's got good taper, though. Yeah, so it works as a sword. I think your other piece might have been better. I do like the photo booth effect and this crazy shit. For those who don't know, this is a bug. It will probably be fixed. Blue, black, and light. Black on blue? No, black on blue works fine. This, for those who don't know, Wave of Spirits. Oh, you got a little thing mounted in here. Has the stupidest, the absolute stupidest point. Like, can you see it move there? I don't think it's supposed to be like that. I think it's rotated the wrong way. There we go. That's cool as fuck. I don't know. Yeah, I think your other piece was better. This was just the idea you wanted to get it out? Yeah. Romanian ads. Why Romanian? Oh, I gotta see Romanian. I started getting Chinese, Japanese, French, occasionally German, but they're much rarer. Oh, hold on, I just noticed this. This is kind of cool. I like the fan in the back here. Just as the juxtaposition. That's kind of cool. Is that? Ah, it's not centered. It's not centered. Yeah, I like the fan in the back just as well as over the fishtails. Just kind of a neat vibe. Can't do shit unless it's done? Yeah. Oh. It's just Morning Suns? It's just Morning Suns. What is this? That's the waves, yeah. Wave of Spirits does indeed look like waves. Wanted to make a second sword with a floating sun piece above the guard. I knew we wouldn't have the time. Yeah. A final piece. Anarchy, Maelstrom, per aspera ad astra. I know that line. Where's that from? Aspera. Ad astra is the stars. Where do I know that from? Is it an American logo or something? No, it's just through suffering to the stars. Use government entities, state of Kansas. That's probably where I know it from, actually. Honored scientist of Armenia. Huh. Let's take a look. Was there any lore on it? Nope. Good. Paste. Ina Yuime. Yuime. Ina Yuima. Let's take a look. Sons of Mars. Lyrics, mayhaps. Let's take a look. We do have a bit of a classic anarchy quilting thing we'll get to in a moment. Let's start at the tip. Little thick on the sword side, but as an art piece, we're gonna judge it as an art piece. I'm not gonna be that guy. I do like how you're doing with the fuller here. Let's change the light. There we go. Oh, we have a maker's mark. Very good. Simple. Good. I actually really like that gem. That's doing its job. Hey, it's the empty symbol from the Cradle series. Good funky fullering. Repeated pattern all the way down. How are we doing on the cross section on the edge? That's what I thought. A little bit of scalloping. Nothing bad. Nothing bad. This is the field part. I don't know how I feel about the quilting, but this is the classical anarchy bit, is where you have the studs that kind of come together to feel like a knobbly blanket. I do dig it, but it is the thing you've done a lot. I love those grapes. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. We're getting that, not quite a compass rose theme, but we are getting the same sort of cardinal direction thing. Yo! Hold on, did I see that right? No, I didn't. That was my computer struggling up. I thought you had a line going up. I was like, is there a galaxy going on? No, there is a starry field, and I love it. This set piece is gorgeous. I think it's the first time I've used that word in reference to this game. That's kind of neat. What are we doing here? Not going to pick it up. I'm going to leave it right where it is. Give it a moment. I'll take this off. Chad. Is that the other? Yes, it's the quill piece. Okay. Oh, you're using it for the down scallop. I love the dragon. I saw that on pass-through. That's just clever. That's just very clever. That warms my heart. Then we have the fishtail, one of Ethel's favorites, doing its job of being a smooth, weird curve. Ooh. Oh, those are nice. little barnacles go, and you have an engraving chain which is kept together somehow, almost entirely. God, I really hope they fix that. That bug with the engraving layering. That's kind of sick. I remember discovering that tech. This is the stake end. Oh, the bloom end. That's okay. Yeah, I need to use that piece more often. You need to use that piece at all. Ah, beautiful. Ivory. Yes, that's what I thought. I'm not sure how I feel about the button velvet here. Everyone else has been using it, and I dig that. I don't know how I feel about leather, or about button velvet, or even like oh, what's the word? Like the plush cushion thing that you see on like early modern chairs. On a sword? I don't know how I feel about that. It is a cool effect, and it is done well. That's that. That is actually, hold on. What's on the go here? I see. The oval taper overriding the spiral of the contorted is actually clever as fuck. Hold on, I'm gonna slightly corrupt it. Yeah, I could see that working. I can see that doing numbers. What do we got coming down here? We have the chain again. That is an interesting pommel. Bladed. Bloom to bladed. Ah, that must have been a bitch to bend. Yes, that's true. The cushioned grip is like a carpet in the bathroom situation, not a files in your bed sheets sort of situation, you know? Pearls and opal. I hope they add pearlescent material. Yes, texture, yes. Good. Velveting certain kind of decadence. Yeah, I could see it. Everyone's going for an early modern, late age of exploration, maybe even 19th century vibe with this. And I think I'm the only one who didn't. Oh, we're not in the House of Grian. That is on both sides. There's the Anarchy logo on the bottom, though. Haha! I've seen at least 2 of them. Look inside just in case. Oh, you did some fucktree. You did some shenanigans with the blade. It looks precious. Yeah, there we go. That's what I expect to see. Hold on a second. I know how this feels. I know how so many of these fillers feel. Where's that curvature? Where are you going? You're all the way down here. Yeah, we got a bit of resback going on. Is it going on the outside and the back up? Yeah, there we go. Single fold. Single fold is one of the best things we ever clocked onto. I'm so glad, like, just one day I was like, hey, we could just get more fullers if we do this. Other of guard. Hold on, what's this? Looks precious. Why in Swordwood and purpose of the challenge? Yeah. I'm so glad we've clocked onto that. Well, that's just a beautiful piece. I actually, hold on, give me a moment to appreciate bits of it in a whole. Because we have... Let me pop off of this section. Go on view mode. Something that I do appreciate compositionally, I just noticed. We have the spiral leading into the plush. So we have like the Gandalf staff leading into the spiral leading into the plush. And it's setting like a different tone as you go down. Like you have this flat... how do I describe it? It's evoking a flower, but being explicitly artificial, ornamental. It's there to be a division, and then it goes into this somewhat organic twist, still artificial, but it is a completely different division. And then we go into the cushion, which is the same tonal shift to a different tone. We have a chord going on in the hilt, which, now that I look at it as a whole, pretty fucking sick. Then we get down to the beads, which I think are supposed to be the same tone, but they don't quite accomplish it. They almost do. Maybe I just don't like beads. Maybe I just don't like beads. Do I hate beads? Is that a me thing? Am I the bad guy? But it's still, like, I could see the compositional idea going from this note to this note to this note. Then we have our brief melody in the dragon. We have this note, then back to our first note. I think you could play that. And then we have the grapes, that's the word. We shape languages producing pieces. Should have dropped them. Yeah, I don't know, like, if they would have been better absent, or just a different piece. I don't know, something knobbly about them just feels meh. But I get what it's going for now that I zoom out and see it as the whole. And then, of course, the interrupted white, blue and gold with speckles. White, blue and gold, like we have our complex piece here. And then the ivory doing the double work of the white and the gold. That's just beautiful. Well done, everybody. I'm gonna go vote in secret. Thank you all for coming for this impromptu stream. And hello to everyone who watches this video afterwards. Well done. A short, thankfully short, competition with, like, a lot of really good pieces. No one did, like, bad. We had a couple of new people, and even they didn't do bad. Yes, have a good one. Go to bed. Get out of here. And for everyone who knows how I normally end these streams, that'll be a scenes done. Controls, stop streaming. Bye. Oh, where's my button?